Foolio was one of the most influential rappers in Florida, but he always had a huge target on his back. The ops tragically killed him while he was celebrating his birthday, and today we're breaking down the whole story. On June 23rd, 2024, the news broke that Foolio had been shot and killed in Tampa, Florida. Just a few hours before it went down, Foolio had been posting on IG about his birthday party he was hosting at an Airbnb. Foolio was clearly having a great time and sadly tweeted, "God, thank you for allowing me to see another year and to celebrate another birthday," just hours before he died. Letting his ops know what city he was in was dangerous enough, but Foolio kept posting on social media throughout the night, giving away his exact location. At one point, he even admitted that he was drunk, even though he doesn't normally drink, letting ops know he was an even easier target. Apparently, the party was too crazy though, and the police ended up shutting it down. Foolio posted about getting kicked out of the Airbnb,
Jenny, what up?
and then
Jenny,
another
what
post, he thanked everyone
Hope
for coming out
Let's
and said
go.
that it was the best birthday ever. After the party
Slim
got shut
John,
down,
what up?
Foolio and some other people pulled up to a Holiday Inn, and that's when everything went left. It's not clear exactly what happened, but somebody came through and started letting off shots.
Get your money, man.
The
Get
cops
your
claimed
money.
that the shooters were aiming at 2 different cars, and 4 people ended up getting hit. 3 of them were taken to the hospital without serious injuries, but Foolio was tragically pronounced dead at the scene. According to Foolio's lawyer, he was basically ambushed when he got to the Holiday Inn. TMZ posted footage from after the shooting, and you can see the car Foolio was sitting in when the ops pulled up and started letting off shots. Nobody knows who was behind the hit yet, but the cops think it was somebody from Jacksonville and not Tampa. Foolio had ops all over the place, but the war in Jacksonville has been going on for years, and his enemies out there have been trying to take him out for a long time. Now the Jacksonville police are working with the Tampa cops to solve the case, and even the FBI is getting involved. The whole shooting was allegedly caught on camera, and rumors say someone involved with the situation is already snitching. And if anyone gets picked up by the feds, there's a good chance they'll flip and tell them everything they know. It's not clear if there's a snitch on the inside or not, but fans are also saying that Foolio might have been backdoored by someone he knew. People started going after a woman named Ms. Lee because she had posted about his birthday party on social media, but she hopped on IG to clear her name and said that Foolio was the one who wanted her to share the post. Foolio getting killed is already tragic, but the violence in Jacksonville might get crazier than ever. A radio host from Tampa said that his homies in Jacksonville are worried that it's going to be like the Wild West out there now.
Because of this murder that happened here in Tampa, it is about to be like wide open OK Corral and Duval. And they're telling, people who, if you got a kid that's wearing dark hoodies, black, hoodies, and it's June,
or the shiesties,
or wearing like, the black hat, beanies and everything else, get your kids, send them to grandma's house somewhere else, get them out of the city because it's getting ready to be open season.
According to rumors, Foolio's homies in 6 Block clapped back and took out a dude named Fizzle. Fizzle was allegedly affiliated with the set called 1200, which is where a lot of Foolio's biggest ops are from. Reports say that Fizzle wasn't really in the streets and was focused on raising his family, but that didn't stop him from allegedly getting caught in the middle of everything. Fizzle was in the parking lot of an apartment complex when someone shot and killed him. Nobody's been booked for the shooting, but the cops say that Fizzle was definitely targeted, and rumors are flying that 6 Block killed him to get back for Foolio. But even if Fizzle wasn't active in the streets, rumors say that he was related to one of the most savage shooters in Jacksonville, Lil Leaky. Leaky was one of Foolio's main ops, and Fizzle was allegedly Leaky's older brother. Some people were trying to connect 6 Block to the Fizzle murder because Foolio's homie Kenny K allegedly got booked around the same time. Rumors say that Kenny used to be pretty heavy in the streets, but he ended up spending a few years behind bars on a manslaughter case. At first, he was facing life on a murder charge, but the charges were downgraded, and he ended up coming home after spending around 5 years on the inside. Kenny was allegedly booked right after Foolio was murdered, and some people were trying to tie him to the Fizzle murder. But reports say that Kenny just got picked up for violating his probation because he wasn't supposed to be around Foolio or other gang members. There are a lot of crazy rumors going around about Foolio's death right now, and some people were even accusing his girlfriend of setting him up. A couple of days after Foolio died, a video of a woman twerking went viral, and people were saying it was Foolio's girlfriend. A lot of people thought it was weird for her to be out dancing like that, and that's when the rumors about her setting him up started. It turns out that it wasn't even Foolio's girlfriend in the video though. Losing her boyfriend like that was bad enough, but then people started blaming her for him getting killed too. So Foolio's girlfriend hopped on social media to squash the rumors and said that all she's been doing since the shooting is sitting in a room by herself and crying. A lot of fans were worried that Foolio was posting about his birthday party and giving out the location to random people. Even though he wasn't in Jacksonville, everyone knew how big a target on his back was. Foolio was supposed to be hosting another party at a club in Tampa the day after the Airbnb party, but unfortunately, he didn't get the chance. Foolio might have been the most hated rapper in Florida history, and his ops started dissing him as soon as the news broke that he had been killed. A rapper who's tight with Young and Ace, named Tay Shots, hopped on IG to clown Foolio. Spin of Benz posted about the situation and quoted a tweet from King Von where Von said, "Game over, we won, stupid ass." Foolio talks about how voodoo was a big deal in his family, and on the track Voodoo, he raps, "My grandma do voodoo, fuck it, now I'm playing with that woo. We just chopped the head off a goose, 6 the living proof." But after he died, Young and Ace's homie Queso used it to diss him. Queso was locked up and fighting 2 murder cases for allegedly killing Foolio's homie Bibby and another rapper named Lil Buck. Queso took a lot of shots at Foolio while he was alive, and after the news broke about the shooting, Queso hopped on IG and said he was smoking on Foolio because his voodoo couldn't save him. Then, one of Jada Youngin's homies posted the hotel where Foolio was allegedly killed. Jada Youngin wasn't even from Florida, but he still had beef with Foolio after he linked up with Young and Ace and started dissing Foolio's dead homies. Jada Youngin wasn't involved with Foolio and Ace's beef at all, but after he dissed Foolio's homies Bibby and 8, Foolio clapped back on the track Crazy Story Part 6 and raps, "Jada Youngin, you a fucking bitch, Jit, you not on shit. Said fuck 8, you from out of town, but now you on that list. Heard you got a baby on the way, cause you riding Ace dick. Got your chain snatched in Gainesville. Bitch, you not legit." Jada Youngin was tragically shot and killed back in 2022, and Foolio started dissing him as soon as the news broke. A lot of people thought Foolio was taking it too far, but he hopped on IG Live and said that Jay was treating him like an op and the other side would be doing the same thing. It's not clear if Jada Youngin's homies had anything to do with Foolio's death though, and most people are looking at Young and Ace because of the track he drops right after Foolio died. On the same day that Foolio was killed, Young and Ace dropped the track Do It and raps, "Every car I'm in, these bitches tinted. Choppers and killers in it. Catch his ass and do his ass. You know we finished. Flip his ass, then smoke his ass. We stand on business. All my niggas get active, jump in the car, we all in traffic. And bitches called the phone, said they got the low. I told them do it. I ain't sparing shit. It's on site if we into it." Ace didn't name drop Foolio on the track.
Guys, give me a second.
The video even has a clip where some dudes with masks shoot someone outside of a motel. Even though Ace and Foolio have been beefing for years, fans were still shocked he dropped a track like that right after Foolio was killed. And a criminal lawyer named Bruce Rivers claims that the track could end up being used against Ace in court.
He said, "Fellas got the low. I told them to do it." Now, if they can link Young and Ace to any kind of case related to this is coming into evidence.
Ace wasn't done yet though. A few days later, he dropped an even crazier diss called Game Over, where he took more shots at Foolio and raps, "5 in the morning, I got a call. What is this? Dead on the floor, dead on arrival, Mr. 6. I'm steady screaming out, fuck the law and fuck the 6. 4 in the car and 1 of them dead. 3 got hit. I told them niggas they don't want no war with this shit. And I told them niggas go."
Bro, he doing that's too much profanity. What is he doing? Brother. The videos, photos, or documents you're about to see are being used under the Fair Use Act for education, entertainment, commentary, research, or satirical purposes only. The views and thoughts expressed within them do not necessarily represent the views and thoughts of the RUMORNATI Network, its annoying host, or its aggravating but ever so amazing chat. Let's go. All right, now, welcome back to the RUMORNATI Network, the place where the conversations are real, the opinions are loud, and the chat is the most aggravating chat on the internet. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and get comfortable, because once you step into the RUMORNATI, you are officially part of the conversation. Now, listen, on this channel, we talk about everything the internet is buzzing about, from hip-hop news, celebrity drama, viral moments, cultural debates, and the stories that people are afraid to ask questions about. And the best part of this whole show is the chat, because the RUMORNATI chat is not quiet, it is not polite, and it is definitely not boring. This is the most aggravating chat on the internet, and y'all never hold your opinions back. So if you're here right now, go ahead, wake the chat up, drop where you're watching from, hit that like button, and let me see those opinions in the comments, because around here we don't just watch the news, we break it down, we question it, and sometimes we aggravate the entire internet while doing it. So get All right, now, welcome back to the RUMORNATI Network, the place where the conversations are real, the opinions are loud, and the chat is the most aggravating chat on the internet. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and get comfortable, because once you step into the RUMORNATI, you are officially part of the conversation. Now, listen, on this channel, we talk about everything the internet is buzzing about, from hip-hop news, celebrity drama, viral moments, cultural debates, and the stories that people are afraid to ask questions about. And the best part of this whole show is the chat, because the RUMORNATI chat is not quiet, it is not polite, and it is definitely not boring. This is the most aggravating chat on the internet, and y'all never hold your opinions back. So if you're here right now, go ahead, wake the chat up, drop where you're watching from, hit that like button, and let me see those opinions in the comments, because around here we don't just watch the news, we break it down, we question it, and sometimes we aggravate the entire internet while doing it. So get ready, let's get into it, let's go. One more time, you through. One more time, you through. One more time. One more time, you through. Hold on, how long my shit been on mute? Y'all know the top three. Hold on. I've been on mute for 30 minutes. My bad, y'all. Let's go. Let's crank this motherfucker up. All right, salute. Yeah, it's my volume. It's all good. That's even better. I hope y'all off to a good start, a great start. Shit, players fuck up. And guess who else mess up? Humans. Shit. So what happened when a robot mess up and it take a human that mess up to fix the robot? We all messed up. Anyway, in case y'all aren't in the know, Miss Sandrika Mays did drop an interview recently with Vlad TV, and we are going to watch some of that. What happened when she talked about some of her past history, her being shot 8 times, the beginning of the war, Foolio getting hit, her knowing Queso's dad. Queso's dad is going to chime in as well. Not live, but anyway. And she also says that Foolio's case is an open case and that there are more arrests on the way. Man. So just in case you had something to do with this and you thought you were safe, one more time, you through. It's looking like they ain't letting up, man. She says there are more arrests on the way. The case is still open. Could it be somebody by the name of or could it be somebody by the name of one more time, you through? Or is it that group of people that was affiliated with 2 of the homicidal maniacs that committed it by the names of I know they sitting back looking like what did we get ourselves into? Y'all know what come with that type of game, man. We all play that murder game and y'all want to take lives. This is what comes with it. So she said, yeah, more arrests are on the way. Be weary to the killers. We're going to do a walk down, run through. Shout out to the Rumonati Network, the most aggravating chat in the game, the most appreciating chat in the world. We are streaming live from a tent in the woods. We're finna go ahead and get to it, man. Let's go.
Okay, so he's now rapping and he's talking about his rivals and so forth.
Once again, everything we are using is under the Fair Use Act, which is also in the description of these live streams. Shout out to Vlad TV. Sandrika May said she got shot 8 times the same year her son Foolio's street war turned deadly. We're going to look into a little bit of this and then move on to the next. Let's go.
And then in 2017, his cousin Zion Brown got killed. And he talked about this, I think, in our interview, where I guess he spoke to him right before and he regretted not letting his cousin go out with them. And he said, I could have saved him. But that night he died. And I feel like he felt really bad about that whole situation. When you heard about the murder, how'd you feel?
I was crushed. Because it's like, I could have saved him, like, you know?
Zion Brown was the guy when they broke through the back window with a brick and went and started spraying everything in there. They hit a guy, they hit his sister a whole bunch of times. And if I'm not mistaken, I think a young child was hit as well. And there's rumors, there are speculations that a certain youngin' Ace was on that hit. Speculated speech. All alleged. No proof. Let's go.
I could have, like, because I was, like, on the phone with him. Like, he called me. He was like, big cuz. That's my cousin, you know what I'm saying? He like, cuz, let me come to Daytona with you. I'm trying to come to Daytona. I was mad at him for a dumbass reason. Like, I straight told him, no, bro, you can't come with me. Like, I don't fuck with you right now. Hung up on him. That night he died. So that shit fucked my head up. I'm like, damn, holding grudges with niggas, like, that shit ain't like, that shit like crushed me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, him and Zion, they were very close. They grew up together. They were very close, and they had a falling out. And Zion, he wanted to go where he was at, and he told him no. And when I got the news from Zion's mother, and I called him and I told him, he just like broke down. It really messed him up when that happened.
Okay, so by 2018, things are continuing to kind of escalate, and the whole KTA, ATK thing is starting to happen, and Young and Ace is the main guy from ATK. When you're starting to see all these things start to escalate, how do you feel about it?
I mean, I didn't feel good about it. I didn't like it. As usual, I tried to diffuse the situation, but these kids, I don't say kids because they're in their 20s, they really adults. One thing about it, you can't make them do anything. You could talk to them, you could curse them out, you can pray about it, you can do all these things, but at that point, it's out of control. They're just going to do what they want to do. I never was the person or the parent that condone anything. Anybody that actually know me, know that I didn't condone anything. Anybody that know me, I always was the one to reach out. Even me laying in a hospital bed, I was the one to reach out to individuals. Some was disrespectful to me. Some felt empathy for me, you know? But the ones who were like, said disrespectful things or whatever, I was just like, okay, that's it. I'm done with it. I shouldn't even be the one reaching out trying to resolve and make peace, right? I'm the one laying up in the hospital bed. I shouldn't be the peacemaker, but I was, because that's my character, and that still is my character. I don't want nothing to happen to anybody. I never wanted anything to happen. Even after that happened to me, I still didn't want anything to happen to nobody else parent, or nobody else child.
Okay, so by 2018, things continue to escalate. A guy named Spaz, who is the cousin of Rashad and Davion Murphy, gets killed, and Foolio'S camp gets blamed for it. And then on June that same year, Young and Ace, Quan, 23, and Kobe get ambushed. Over 100 shots gets fired. Ace gets hit 8 times but survives, and everyone else in the car gets killed, including his brother and 2 best friends. And then Julio posted about that afterwards. When you saw that level of violence start to occur, now people are getting killed. How do you feel at that point?
I still feel the same way. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And I didn't even know anything about any of them people right there. I didn't know anything about any of those people at that time. But of course, I'm a grown woman. I'm a professional. So I didn't like it. I'm not in the streets. I'm not a gangster. Anything like that. I'm not a drill rapper. I'm a nurse. So of course I didn't like it at all.
Okay, well, in 2018, there was a situation where you got shot yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What happened exactly?
I was on my way to work and my car got shot up.
Man.
The bullets went and stopped flying in the car. I just played like I was dead. The car slow rolled or whatever, like I'm playing like I'm dead. The car slow rolled to the street, And when I found that it was safe, I ended up driving my car back up, and all my neighbors came outside of the door to come to my aid.
Okay. And this is the same year that Young and Ace got ambushed and shot up, and everyone got killed in that car except for him. Did you feel like this was a retaliation for that?
I'm not going to speak on that because I don't know. It was just too much going on. I don't know.
Well, whoever shot you, did they get caught?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, the police, I'm sure, questioned you about
they
the whole
probably got
situation.
caught for something else, apprehended for something else. But as far as my case, no, nobody didn't get apprehended in my case, no.
Okay, and you got shot 8 times.
That's correct.
Where in the body were you shot?
My lower extremities, the waist down.
Okay. At that moment, because you've never gotten shot before, I assume.
I mean, she probably did one of these.
At that moment, when you're bleeding and there's 8 bullets in you, did you think you were going to make it?
She probably leaned to the side when they were hitting at her car. She probably leaned to the side like this, like how Foolio ended up getting shot in the back, in the bottom, like in the side or bottom of his foot. I think it was because he was reaching over trying to get out that passenger door.
I did. I was still conscious. Yeah, I did. I wasn't bleeding like profusely. My neighbor was a nurse. She came over. I was still conscious. It was a blessing for that to happen at close range. I never like went out or anything like that. I had to walk again, right, or whatever. But I was still talking and things as normal when that happened.
So did you actually see who shot you?
No, this was 5 o'clock in the morning. No.
Does it bother you?
Ironically, this man say 5 in the morning got a call. Ironically, just ironically, 5 in the morning got a call. What is this? It's just ironic, just to me.
Is it still a cold case?
It don't. I really don't even try to think on it and dwell on it. I don't.
Okay.
Not that I have any inside information about that or anything, because I don't, first and foremost, but there is hearsay that may not have been directly connected to the ATK-KTA war, even though that's also alleged, right? There's speculation for that, and there's speculation that it may have been because she was doing some sort of bad business in the city of Jacksonville or something like that. I can't vouch, just something I heard, not vouching, not saying it's true, speculative speech. We're going to go on with the next installment of the interviews after she speaks on herself getting.
I was a victim of violence in August 2018. I was on my way to work and I was shot 8 times, close range.
Okay, back up.
Yeah.
So one morning going to work, you were shot 8 times.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
This is a shift I never work. I usually work at night. So this particular time, they wanted me to come in. I told them I'd come in and help them because we were short of nurses. Maybe like 5 something in the morning. I'm going out my garage, letting the garage go down. As I'm backing out, I just heard the shots. I just started to lean down to the passenger side. I like, Lord, please don't let them hit my upper body. So it finally.
Told you, leaning down to that passenger side, the same way Foolio probably got hit in his foot when everybody like, how they shooting at the car, he get hit in the foot. If they shooting at the side of this car, it's nowhere to go. You not even trying to be funny. You see, he's going to move around. You can tell by the death pictures. He's not going to sit there. What person in their right mind is going to sit there, right? You're going to move. The quickest way, if the bullets are coming from this side, he's trying to go this way. You can't go back. Just like that's how he got hit in the foot.
I stopped. I played like I was dead. I let my car slow roll to the middle of the street. When I seen they was gone, I pulled up and drive. Everybody came out their house and things of that sort. I wasn't living in fear. I was pissed because this didn't start because he shot somebody, killed somebody. It was because they kept on going back and forth on Instagram. That mouth of his, very disrespectful. Other things that had happened in the city. So I guess they say, oh, we can't take him or whatever. We can't get to him because he's in Atlanta. We'll find his mom. That's
crazy. What who shoot people, mom? Like
8 times, and I still got 8 bullets in me, and I learned how to walk again.
What?
I was.
So like I said, it was just rumored that it was something else. It was just speculation that it was something else. The mama herself said it was directly related to what's going on, more than likely, right? That's what she said. So we're going to go with that. We're going to move on to the next installment as well. Hold on, let's go here first.
Further and further, not only is he talking about the dead, but he starts filming music videos in graveyards where he's holding up pictures of the victims. And that's something that's never really been done before. When you saw that happen, did you have a conversation with Foolio after that?
I always had a conversation with him before that, during that, after that, cursed him out. Ma, you see what they said? Ma, you see what they did? I don't care, you know. But like I say, he was adult. He didn't stay with me. I couldn't spank him. He didn't stay with me. The only thing I could do is get him on the phone, get other people on the phone to talk to him, get other people together, try to talk to each side or whatever. Your hands are tied. There's only so much you can do. But yeah, of course I addressed it. I most definitely addressed it. I always addressed it.
Well, and things continued. Young and Ace dropped Who I Smoke, where he names all the people from Foolio's side that died, like Lil Bibby, Trey D, Techie, Zion, and so forth. That goes viral. Then Foolio responds, When I See You, which is filmed at a gravesite. And I guess what you said in the Say Cheese interview is that he wasn't going to the actual gravesites and filming these videos. It was just a random gravesite somewhere.
Yes, we have a neighborhood gravesite, and some of the gravesites I seen on there, no, they weren't.
Even though it's not the same gravesite, you're still sending the same overall message.
Yeah, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a new level of disrespectful. Like, you know, you're old enough to remember, like, Tupac hit him up when he said, that's why I fucked your bitch and so forth. And everyone was like, oh my God, that's the worst shit ever. But then now you're talking about dead enemies. Now you're filming in grave sites and so forth. Like, the guys in Jacksonville really raised the bar in terms of this.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. And I'm going to say this is disrespectful. And it's disrespectful on everybody's side. It's so one-sided. I don't condone what he did. I don't like it. I talked to him about it. I cursed him out about it. But don't be one-sided like these other people is not doing the same thing. Everybody needs to be held accountable to a certain standard. Like how...
Hold on. Do she got a point, though? Do she got a point? Everybody always pointing the finger and say, oh, even Charleston White. Oh, he worked hard for that. He was disrespectful. The things he said, the things he did. It's pretty much one man against what seemed like the entire city. In my opinion. Because Foolio's, who was on Foolio's side that was helping making diss records and all that? It was, Who I Smoke was what, 4 against 1? You got WAP and Spins. That's 2 people by themselves. J. Breezy and the multiple gangs he's been in. So that's everybody that comes with him, even though he pretty much raps alone or something, like, for the most part. It's like everybody, all the main players that's making noise from there that we hear about is against Foolio. Young and Ace and ATK, that comes with, you got Queso, No Hospital, then, like, it's a whole bunch. So everybody, it seems like everybody was against Foolio. The Y&R guys weren't really on his side. They just didn't like ATK as well. So it's I'm just saying I agree with Miss Sandrika Mays that Foolio does get a lot of the blame, and he's the main one. He was so disrespectful, him. I mean, I gotta go hard. It's just me. It's only me against all y'all. That's how it seems. That's how it feels. That's how it looks from my optics, from the outside in. Who was on this team helping him?
I held my son accountable. Everybody need to be held accountable. I do know, like, the saying go, when you hit high, I'm gonna hit low, and that's what he did. That's what he did, and that's what he do. That's what he is known for. And like I say, I talk to him about it every time. Like,
this is what I'm saying. Of course, there's consequences to everybody's actions, but I'm saying from my perspective, I don't know who shot the first slug. I don't know who was the first one to say this or do this in the streets. But from my perspective, I could be wrong. Foolio was reacting. Like, how you want me to? How does the world tell me, hey, when somebody slaps you, excuse me, or somebody assaults you in any sort of way, you know what you need to do? Just slap them on the top of the hand. Don't slap them back. Or don't go further than them. Your reaction can't be harder than their offense. You can't take their offense past a certain level. No matter how much it offends you, and even if you weren't doing anything first, somebody could walk. So you're saying somebody should, not her, but the world is saying somebody's supposed to walk up to me, assault me, and I can only do back to them what they see. Well, I guess so. Never mind. I didn't even mean to make it political, but I guess so. I guess that's the case, because look at Carmelo Anthony. He got pushed. He got attacked. He overprotected himself, did more than what everybody else feels is necessary, but all he did was protect himself, and now look. So I guess it's similar. It's parallel in a sense. One in the streets, one is scholastic, but it's parallel in the sense. Everybody who's pointing the finger saying somebody did something wrong. This dude went too far. Society, Anyway.
He done blocked me for it. Or whatever, calling him, Mom, don't call him with that. He would actually block me for a couple of days. So I done went to bat for plenty of people, deceased family members, because some of them are my friends, loved ones, But these kids don't care. You say this, I'm gonna say that, and they go below the belt. Or they sneak diss, where they'll sing a song and you don't think that, oh, this person they not dissing, but they just dissing in a whole another way. So we have to hold all these kids accountable. And like I said in my one interview before this, after they found out who killed my son, it's at the point where it got to stop. It's gonna lead to only you're gonna be in jail for life. You're either gonna be deceased and just leave everybody out here hurt and crying. I don't like it. I never liked it, but you're not gonna, it's not fair to just hold him to say that he started this and he's doing this when it's all of them. All of these kids did it. And I'm saying they kids, but they grown adults. All of them did it. And you reap what you sow, and karma is real. Whether it be good karma, it's gonna be bad karma. One thing about it, Charles knew what he was doing. He knew what he was into. I'm not the type of mother like some mothers that turn a blind eye. I know what he did, and I knew he was going to have to be held accountable for his actions. I do know that he believed in Yahweh. He's a Hebrew Israelite. He believed in the High One. But at the end of the day, I always told he said it before. You have to pay for your actions, and he knew that. He talked about it. He rapped about it. And so others need to beat that in their brain as well as to, yeah, all these kids was messed up. It ain't right. It's not right. I hope I'm not the only parent that was out there saying, hey, stop doing this. Hey, stop rapping this and then and that such. I don't hold or condone any of that stuff. I don't say, hey, go to the studio and say this. Hey, go to the studio and say that. No.
Of course, we don't know what goes on inside these people's households, but she has continuously pushed the narrative, and I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to hold it as truth that she didn't condone any of the dissing, any of the back and forth that her son was involved in, any of the taunting of the deceased. She didn't condone that. That has been her narrative from the beginning. That's been her stance since she broke her silence. And I'm going to take that as truth. I'm saying that to say she didn't mention any names, but there was a time when Young and Ace, after Foolio passed on, Young and Ace's mother got on live and dissed Foolio. This is a mother trying to involve herself, and Young and Ace had to stop her.
I condone any of that stuff. I don't say, hey, go to the studio and say this. Hey, go to the...
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, my bad. That was the shit in the bottom. Hold on. Let's see. I forgot all about that.
Young and Ace was recently on stream with his mom, and she disses his main op, Foolio while drunk.
You tell my nigga ain't for churches, boy, you know what the fuck going on, boy, for get on your ass, boy. And we want you that down, Foolio, whoever it is. Cheers.
Young and Ace was recently on stream with his mom, and she disses his main op, Foolio while drunk.
You tell my nigga ain't for churches, boy, you know what the fuck going on, boy, for get on your ass, boy. And we want you that down, Foolio, whoever it is.
No, even when that happened to me and he released a song, I was pissed. I say, hey, take it off. It's right. It's not right. I hope I'm not the only parent that was out there saying, hey, stop doing this. Hey, stop rapping this and then and that such. I don't.
I'm just saying.
Cheers.
Young and Ace was recently on stream with his mom, and she disses his main op, Foolio while drunk.
You tell my nigga ain't for churches, boy, you know what the fuck going on, boy, for get on your ass, boy. And we want you that down, Foolio, whoever it is.
Yeah, all these kids was messed up. It ain't right. It's not right. I hope I'm not the only parent that was out there saying, hey, stop doing this. Hey, stop rapping this and then and that such. I don't hold or condone any of that stuff. I don't say, hey, go to the studio and say this. Hey, go to the studio and say that. No, even when that happened to me and he released a song, I was pissed. I say, hey, take it off. He didn't or whatever, but I told him, please take it off. It's just not, it's not right. So I don't condone it. Never did, never will at all. Even right now, I have fans telling me to drop this song, drop that song, and I won't do it. I won't do it. And I know it'll go viral, but that's something I just won't do, and I'm not going to do.
Well, yeah, it was happening everywhere. Like I said, Young and Ace, he dropped Who I Smoke, which became a huge song, but it was just beyond Foolio and Young and Ace. Everyone in Jacksonville were, dropping diss songs and so forth. Like when I interviewed Queso's dad, and we talked about that whole situation, how a diss song turned into a murder over a shooting and so forth. Like it was happening. Were, dropping diss songs and so forth. Like when everyone in Jacksonville were, dropping diss songs and so forth. Like when I interviewed Queso's dad, and we talked about that whole situation, how it
that you're very familiar with Queso and his family, I think. When did it go south?
I probably think when my cousin Zion was killed. That's probably when it went south.
Okay. Because you know Queso's dad as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know they're both incarcerated right now, and his dad is allegedly telling on his son or some crazy stuff like that. But how
shout out to Stay Cheese.
How informed were you with the whole ATK versus KTA situation? 6 Block, Foolio.
I'm real informed. I'm real informed on it because I had to know about these things because, these as they got the new thing they call them YNs, they'll hit anybody. They would have hit me to make Queso hurt Queso.
Yeah, they shot Foolio's mom. I did an interview with her.
Yeah, they
shot
definitely
his
did.
mom up.
Yeah, they definitely did. And they'll hit anybody. So I gotta move like I'm in this. I gotta move like it's somebody on my trail. But to me,
that man got an NHG chain on with a Draco on it. You definitely gotta move like you in it, brother.
It was an eagle. They was worms. You ain't never seen those goddamn worm jump off the ground and grab no eagle. You see the eagle swoop down and grab the worm.
Mm-hmm.
But I still moved. I stayed, like, man, Queso, Crazy King, all them boys, they stayed in my house. They didn't pay no bills. They was small. They was like grown, small kids. They didn't have to worry about no grocery. They didn't have to worry about shit. And I let them bring little chicks to the house because I felt that was comfortable for them. You know, that was comfortable for them. If they can bring their chicks. I ain't got to worry about them in the streets getting.
And Queso and Young and Ace, they were all cool at once upon a time. It's pictures of them.
I don't know about Ace, but I know that
Queso for sure.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Foolio ever?
I done met Foolio. I done met Foolio before. I know Foolio mom personally. Her and my baby mother was real cool. Like she done been to our house. You know, I done been over her house.
Wow.
You know, to that nature like that.
And this whole war split everybody up, even the parents.
Yeah.
That's what she.
So all of them know each other, even the parents know each other. And then that also goes back. When she said I hope I'm not the only parent telling these kids not to, man, they all know each other, bro. It's a sad story, man.
I done been over her house.
Wow.
You know, to that nature like that.
And this whole war split everybody up, even the parents.
Yeah.
That's what she told me in our interview.
No, it did, because you got to think about it like you gonna be with your child,
Right or wrong.
Yeah. You know, and people fault parents for that, but that's just like the law of the land. You know, you're gonna be with your parents, so that makes it where I can't trust her, she can't trust me no more because of this.
Yeah.
You can't talk to these little motherfuckers.
So you don't feel like you had any influence to talk to Crazy KK, so any of these guys to get out the street?
I tried. I even told Queso and them one time, I said, look, man, when Queso started bubbling, I said, man, look, we need to try to squash this. Crazy K told me, say, nah, man, you can't, don't talk to Foolio, because he gonna record you, and he gonna put it on thing, he gonna make it look like you begging him to not blah, 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 woo, woo. And it made sense because that's his characteristics.
You saying leave the beef alone, but when Foolio, hold on.
You know,
we gonna get to it.
That's his characteristics, you know, and I understood that. So I was like, fall back. I sat down, I have talked to, man, listen, I physically fought Queso about posters, about the internet.
About music videos and stuff?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? I have physically, about things that he say. I'm talking about physically done swung on him. He never swung back on me. You know what I'm saying? Respect me as a father, you know. I don't, you know, man, I done went through so much, like, man, why the fuck this, blase, squaze? I'm telling you this. I told my brother when I said, man, that shit gonna be the death of him, man. I said, I can't stop him. I even had one of my daughters was on his page, and that's who would tell me. I could go home. Queso could make a post. I could go home, swing on his ass about that post, make him take that post down and leave. Before I get to that corner, my daughter gonna text me and show me another goddamn post he done put up there. You know, and what happened was, it's like that 11-year gap with my kids, they already became who they was gonna be.
Things. You were in prison when Foolio died, right?
I was in jail.
In jail.
Yeah.
You were in jail fighting the case when you heard that Foolio died.
Right.
What was your thoughts when you first heard that?
Shit, to be honest, that motherfucking voodoo ain't work, huh? That was it.
You felt you kind of joyful about it?
Yeah. Yeah, I was joyful about it. Shit, we had it was about 4 or 5 more dudes in there. I ain't gonna call their names. We made pizza and nachos that day. Yep.
Yeah, it seems like, you know, I mean, the people who did it are already arrested for it. It's an open case. We're not gonna talk too much about it, but Foolio was wanted.
Hey, what they say, he worked hard for that.
Yeah.
He worked hard for that.
Yeah. It seems like he really put on the Jacksonville scene, though. Would you at least say that?
For the rap?
Yeah.
You have to move. You can say you're not in it. This is just my quick overview so far. Well, just my opinion on Blue and this situation. You can't say that I have to move like I'm in it, because these kids gonna hit somebody regardless. I do understand that, right? But it's a difference between putting yourself in a line of danger by wearing chains, celebrating the death of somebody 20, 30 years younger than you just because of some hurtful words. Excuse me. You're acting more like them. I don't think that Shantrika Mays was out here engaging in the antics. Do I know the history? No. Do I know the history of the beef? Yes. Do I know the every little in and out and what her actions were throughout the history of this beef? No. But from what I've seen thus far and just what I've been hearing continuously, she was against all of this. She had no parts of it. She just wanted to separate herself, work, be an upstanding citizen, make her money, and go on about her business. She didn't have anything to do with it. This case is different, my man. You got on a no hospital gang chain with a Draco on it. You are celebrating the death of a young man because he said hurtful things about people that you love and understand, but this is doing nothing to help. So I'm saying all that to say, when you tell Queso, I told him focus on the music, back away from this, back away from that. And do you think you helped influence any of this? They was already who they was. Yes, nigga, you helped influence any of this, any and every and all of the book. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm going to show some love to the chat. I'm going to show some love. I'm going to read the top 10. I'm going to shout out the chat and everything. But right now, I got to make sure I show some love to Mike from the Ville, because hold on.
Did y'all hear that?
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Super duper salute. Mike from the Ville. Let's go. He says, everyone viewing, drop a like, double tap that screen and drop your city in the chat and sub if you haven't became a member with that $10 super chat, super step. Appreciate you, brother. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Much appreciation and much obliged. That's what keep the tent rig paid, the lights on, the generator running so the content can keep rolling.
I gotta give all them boys a hand in that, I gotta, Ace put on, even though they didn't, I don't think Ace banned from Jacksonville or no shit like that. It's just that they're gonna.
But then on June 23rd, 2024, Foolio announced that he was celebrating his 26th birthday party in Tampa. Now, you knew about this party because I guess you rented the Airbnb?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see a problem with this at all, considering Tampa's not that far from Jacksonville? It's like 2.5 hours. And he is being public with this.
Anytime he went somewhere, he was always public. Anytime he went anywhere, he was always public about it. Tampa's like his second home. He stayed in Tampa. The people in Tampa, they loved him. I love Tampa. I love his fans from Tampa. I love all his fans. But in Tampa, they showed him so much love in Tampa. So he always felt comfortable in Tampa. However, I wasn't easy about it. I didn't want to rent the Airbnb. I rented 2 Airbnbs. I didn't want him to have no pool party, but he insisted on it. But my thing is, people saying, well, if he wouldn't have posted his location, this wouldn't have happened. I find that not to be true because they have tried to do this to him so many times, regardless of where it was. It's just this time that they end up getting caught because he always posts his location. They from the same city that he is in. So they were going to, I feel like their mind was made up and that's what they were going to do. But I hope.
Excuse me, didn't Foolio get popped at in Houston? Wasn't that a Houston studio that Foolio, that they tried to hit Foolio up at? If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Let's look this up. Foolio. Shot at. Oh, was that a Younger and Ace attempt? Okay. Boom.
After the Lil 9 hit, the shooters were working overtime. And after surviving the attempt on his life outside of Jacksonville in Waycross, Georgia, it was time for Foolio to experience an attempt on his life out of town. Because on the
So they already tried to get him in Waycross as well? See, I'm saying that because I'm kind of agreeing with the mother. I'm kind of agreeing with Miss Sandrika Mays, Mama Six, that if whether he posted his location or not, they was gonna get him if they were already on him like this.
After the Lil 9 hit,
Posting the location damn sure don't help, bro.
the shooters were working overtime.
Come on now, let's be real. Posting the location damn sure don't help, but still.
And after surviving the attempt... After the Lil 9 hit, the shooters were working overtime. And after surviving the attempt on his life outside of Jacksonville in Waycross, Georgia, it was time for Foolio to experience an attempt on...
Okay, Waycross was the ace shooting, so he's wrong. He says Houston, Jacks 3 times in North Carolina, Mike from the Ville says. All right, for sure. Man, y'all run them likes up. I see y'all in the chat, in the bushes. We love it there.
On his life out of town, because on the 6th of July 2020,
It's cool there, it's safe, but hit the likes.
Foolio was in Houston, Texas, doing some business, and whilst he was there, he posted a clip to social media of him outside on a block filming a music video.
Oh yeah, we're in the middle of Texas. Big bro, what you say, gang?
We out here in the trenches thugging.
In the middle of the
shit up in the
yeah,
man. You really got my
Now, Foolio may have slipped up by posting these pics, because after leaving the shoot, his car was shot up with a bullet supposedly grazing his skull. But Foolio fortunately survived, even going live at the hospital.
bitch nigga shot me, but he didn't kill me. On Kendrick.
Y'all know who live in Houston, Texas, right? We don't have to... Facts. Thank you. Y'all know who lives in Houston, Texas. Everybody knows. We don't even have to... 5 in the morning, gotta go.
You fucking stupid.
When Foolio got out of the hospital, he even posted a clip of the damage that was done to his truck, but he was still driving and trying to guess what kinds of guns and bullets they'd used.
Ain't shit. I'm still part of that guy. The game. I thought I told you I'm a star in the same car now, bro. That nigga shooting his last fucking, I bet this was a Sky 9 or a Taurus 9 or some shit. Last fucking bullet. Who the fuck that I was trying to kill?
Foolio would later downplay the shooting, describing his injuries simply as a graze to the neck.
I had got graze in the back of my neck though. It wasn't no big shit though. Niggas ain't have no aim or whatnot. I don't know.
But following the shooting, Foolio's ops were clowning his brush with death. Queso was joking on Foolio, posting the following clip to his social media.
Niggas tapping, they stepping for real.
A few moments later.
Bitch nigga shot me, but he didn't kill me.
Queso went on to repost the clip of Foolio in the hospital once again, with a caption saying Foolio just won't die, and that his grandma must really do voodoo, a reference to a lyric in his hit song Voodoo. And Young and Ace was also later seen mocking the attempt on Foolio's life too.
Y'all need not like that, bro, cause you ain't say that shit when nigga ain't that shot his motherfucking dick. Nigga won't be talking about that shit. Nigga almost died.
These disses against Foolio soon made their way to music, as only a few days after the incident, on July the 10th, 2020, Spinner Benz dropped the KU music video, which featured him smoking a weed pack with Foolio's picture on it, and ending the video by screaming 6K or 6 killers, while showing off their impeccable arms collection.
Going on now, nigga, 6K.
But if that wasn't enough indirect self-snitching for you, you won't believe this one that went right over your head, because if you go back and listen to the lyrics of Who I Smoke closely, you'll hear Fast Money Goon basically confess his involvement in Foolio's shooting, opening the final verse of the song saying, I tote the rocket when I travel, I'm pistol packing in Houston, I was lurking on his page, I caught him lacking in Houston, we let off shots, he got shot and went live, I was tweaking like fuck man, that bitch ain't die. I'm gonna have to get some sort of self-snitching lifetime achievement award at this rate. Anyway, the following month, this beef ends up descending into pretty childish territory, as it was around August 2020 that KTA affiliate Kojak was seen pulling up to the ATK hood of Melvin Park on social media.
You know, that's how he
Nigga know. Nigga know where we at. Nigga hanging out too good, man.
She was, well, I guess he was always posting his low.
Airbnbs. I didn't want him to have no pool party, but he insisted on it. But my thing is, people saying, well, if he wouldn't have posted his location, this wouldn't have happened. I find that not to be true because they have tried to do this to him so many times, regardless of where it was. It's just this time that they end up getting caught because he always posts his location. They in the same, they from the same city that he is in. So they were going to, I feel like their mind was made up and that's what they were going to do. What I hold on to is he said that was the best birthday he had ever had. And I also want to say that people was like, oh, he had the Holiday Inn, what he doing the Holiday Inn? 2 Airbnbs was booked. He got kicked out of the Airbnb. I think maybe 1, 2 o'clock that morning. So there's nowhere else to go. So the only place he could find was going to that Holiday Inn because they got kicked out of that second Airbnb because somebody had called the police. So that's how he ended up at the at that Holiday Inn.
Right. He gets kicked out of the Airbnb because there was too many people. So he's trying to find another location to continue the party. And that's how he ended up. Well, not even to continue the party. They were trying to find somewhere so they could just go there, sleep, and then head back to Jacksonville. Well, as he's moving around from location to location, Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance, a.k.a. Gunna, allegedly were following him and seeing where he was. And they contacted 3 people who ended up being the shooters, Sean Garthright, Rashad Murphy, and Davion Murphy, where they drove from Jacksonville to Tampa. And they rented an Airbnb under Rashad Murphy's name. Now, there was a rumor that there was a woman that was around Foolio that knew that this was going to happen, but she didn't say anything. Have you heard about this?
That was false. That was false.
Whose money did they rent it with?
Where they drove from Jacksonville to Tampa. And they rented an Airbnb under Rashad Murphy's name. Now, there was a rumor that there was a woman that was around Foolio that knew that this was going to happen, but she didn't say anything. Have you heard about this?
That was false. That was false.
What they're talking about is, I think what they're talking about allegedly, first of all, Alicia was never at the party with them. She wasn't in the Airbnb with them. But allegedly, John Wall, a guy by the name of John Wall, of course, not the basketball player, a guy who's supposed to be an affiliate of Foolio, was contacted. Let me see if I can find that real quick. If anybody got that link, send it to me. That John Wall and Foolio's cousin, Zion Brown's sister, if I'm not mistaken, her and John Wall was in contact, and he told her about the situation of him getting contacted, and she said, if you really wanted to let my cousin know, John Wall allegedly hit Foolio up on a fake page on his IG to warn him or to tell him that he was being asked about or something like that. And his cousin was like, if you really wanted to get in contact with him, you could have told me or something similar to that, right? I'm not exactly sure, but I don't want to waste a whole lot of dead air looking for it, so we're just going to move on. But that's it in a nutshell that I know of. The only 2 things about women knowing that Foolio was going to be there that night was allegedly Alicia being in the Airbnb, which turned out to be absolutely false. And there's alleged that John Wall, a so-called affiliate of 6 Block and Foolio, was contacted by either Davion or Rashad and asked for the address, and he told Foolio's cousin that he was contacted, and she said, why did you use a fake account?
Well, Foolio and 3 other people were in a car. And
that was a slow rundown. I just couldn't remember everything that was going on. My bad, y'all. Run the lights up, please. Let's go. We at 38. 2 more get us there.
The Holiday Inn parking lot. And the 3 people that drove up from Jacksonville ended up going up to the car and opening fire. And Foolio was killed. 3 other people were shot, but they survived. And you got a phone call at 4 a.m. about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
What did the person say?
They just told me it was a shooting. Cause I looked at his stories. I kept calling him whatever. I think last time I talked to him like one something. They're like, it was a shooting. I was like, well, where everybody at? They was like, everybody gone to the hospital. They're like, Foolio car is still right there. So I'm like, well, somebody must be dead in there or something like that. And they were like, but they didn't never tell me that. So I got on the phone. I had called his aunt. I was like, I need somebody to ride to Tampa with me because it was a shooting. So as we getting ready to go to Tampa, I'm biking out. Legino, who was there, one of the people that got shot in the arm, his dad called me. And he was the one to break down the news and tell me that Charles didn't make it. And that's when I just I lost it. I know
Davion Murphy. They were tried. There are 4 defendants: Isaiah Chance, Sean Garthright, Rashad Murphy, and Davion Murphy. They were tried together. Now, Rashad Murphy, I guess, a text surfaced where he said, "I'm coming home. My thirst is quenched. Pop a bottle of Don Julio today."
Mm-hmm.
What did you think when you heard that?
I didn't think nothing of it. Now, when they say stuff like that, I mean, it's expected. It's expected. Of course, not a secret that they hated my son. So,
that's a very real perspective for her, being a mother involved in this whole situation, knowing that her son was disrespectful, knowing the level of the disrespect that this could get to, with her saying herself that she wanted her son to not do that. Charles, you going too far. Charles, take that down. Charles, stop that. For her to say it's expected, it's just, she was very realistic about this situation. I'm going to say she didn't. First of all, you can hear it. You can hear it when she speaks. Looks can be deceiving, so I'm not going to say you can see it, but I'm going to say you can hear it when she speaks, which could also be deceiving. But the nail in the coffin, the icing on the cake, which brings it all together and lets me know that I'm accurate, is she herself may not be, I'm talking about with her actions, not the area. Let's say, for lack of better terms, a trench baby or a project baby or a hood rat or whatever, but you could tell she comes from that area. Like, I'm just saying, for lack of better terms, I don't want to be disrespectful, right? You could be like, oh, let me just be, oh, she from the hood, whatever. That doesn't mean she condones all the activities that's around there, but you could tell she's well aware of everything that goes on. She ain't no slouch. She ain't no fool. She ain't no blinded motherfucker. Oh, I can't see how this happened. She's very realistic, bro. She's very in touch and in tune. You could tell, in a nutshell, she come from the gutter. Just cause she's not a gutter bitch. Or she may be, I don't know. She said there's 2 sides to her. You feel me? But you could tell she come from the mud, bro. She know what go on with this shit.
Oh, I didn't think nothing of it.
Or should I say that shit? I said this like a nigga. This ain't got nothing to do with me. No, not this. That shit. Excuse me.
There was an interview that happened with Devon Murphy after the arrest. And he essentially...
Well, why we got to say this nigga name right? He's a piece of skunk. Well, everybody's human.
Took full credit for what happened. And he had a 1200 tattoo across his neck, and that is an affiliation with 1200 Out East, which is a rival of Foolio's 6 Block. When you saw that, did the situation make a little more sense or no?
I mean, it made sense, but I still didn't know them, so it made sense though.
When Isaiah Chance was on the stand and he was being cross-examined, and they showed him a video of himself with an AK, he started crying on the stand. What did you...
Isaiah Chance shed a tear on the stand? I don't remember that. I don't remember Isaiah Chance shedding a tear on the stand. I remember Sean Garthright crying. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I think I do.
What did you think when you saw that?
When did they show him with an AK, though? I remember him crying or being emotional. Did he give a statement? I got to go back and do my history.
Like, don't cry now because he's sorry that he got caught. I mean, this is not the first time that he had did that before or whatever, something like that before. So I didn't think nothing about it. I was just like, don't cry now. I didn't cry, so I guess we're going to all cry together.
Well, it finally gets to the end of the trial. Did you think that there was any chance
together
of these four actually being found not guilty?
No, not at all.
Finally gets to the end of the trial. Did you think that there was any chance of these four actually being found not guilty?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, the jury deliberated for a day, which is a very short amount of time for a murder case. And they came back with guilty for everyone, but life in prison without parole as opposed to the death penalty. And earlier you said you're okay with that. You actually don't prefer the death penalty in this situation.
Yeah, I don't believe in death penalty, so that's just me. I don't believe in death penalty.
Well, you expected this result.
How y'all feel about that? A lot of people say, oh, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You take the life of my loved one, I want the same in return.
But when you actually heard the jury say it, guilty, all counts, everyone's doing life in prison, no parole, meaning they'll never get out. Was there like a sigh of relief at that point?
I just was happy that it was all over with. I already knew what it was. I already knew what it was going to be. I knew that they weren't going to get out. I was actually like, well, what's taking them so long? Because I was waiting outside of my car waiting on them to reach the verdict. And then they called me like at 6 o'clock. I'm like, it's 6 o'clock. They got the verdict at 6. So when we went back in there, I'm like, all right, let's go. But yeah, I'm fine with that verdict.
Sean, this is what Isaiah Chance said. I don't know if we saw pictures of Isaiah Chance with a firearm. Oh, wait. No. He had the two. He had his fingers crossed. He had the... I don't remember seeing the picture. I don't know.
They all are charged with...
This is what Isaiah Chance did, though.
So Judge Cisco, unlike the rest of my co-defendants here, they all are charged with being the alleged shooters and have the same verdicts. However, me, on the other hand, the one who was charged with me for playing the same alleged role as I gets found not guilty for what I am charged with. Alicia case didn't contradict the alleged shooters versus the state case. I don't even think it's possible it could have. However, it contradicts mine being the only principal here. Because both of our jury's decisions contradict each other. The only nuance is I went to trial with 3 other people who have the same verdict as I, and she didn't. Alicia get found not guilty for...
Who taught this nigga the word nuance?
My current charge wasn't a coincidence. Basically what I'm saying is Alicia in the state alleged that we played, that's getting into like the facts of like the case.
Well, that's okay. If I'm hearing you correctly, you are taking issue with the fact that I don't know if she's your current or former girlfriend, but she went to trial. She was convicted of a manslaughter and got 15 years, and now you're here facing life, and that I would assume that seems unjust to you. Is that correct?
That's highly unjust. I seen Susie Lopez on the news this morning, and she was saying that justice has been served. Absolutely, if you see it from that perspective. But everything that's a perspective is based on perception. So if you say that's justice, okay, but when you look at, if you put me and Alicia up on like side by side, that's unjust, like it's injustice, like doesn't make sense. Like it's contrary.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all gonna see the screen change up just a second. It might blink white, it might not. I just gotta grab 2 things out of the Discord, but you're gonna still hear the audio. Let's go. Keep running the likes up, y'all. Keep running the likes up. 2 more get us there.
Well, after the verdict came out, a video.
What's up, Mills? What up, Eyes Low? What up, Mike from the Ville? What up, Slim Jones? What up, Jenny from the Block? I'm just calling out the names I see. I'm gonna show love and call the top 10 out in a little bit. What up, Tyrone G? What up, who else I see? Who else I see? What up, User? What up, Gio Roman? What up, Chandra? What's up, Roosevelt Thomas? What up, Robert Mitchell? What up, Shada Sage? What up, Amy? What up, Dewdrop?
Video surfaced where you were celebrating or popping bottles of Don Julio.
I kind of knew you. I knew you was going to talk about that video.
Finger.
I knew you was going to bring up that video. Actually, it's actually an old video. I think I did that video maybe like when they did the Nicki Minaj challenge thing. That was like maybe a year ago. They were doing a Nicki Minaj. So that was actually an old video. And then I just put the music on it or whatever. And I just put on there, this is the real Get Back with Justice. So that's what that means. This is the Get Back with Justice. But that video was old. It's not like I went and got like that and shot that video. For that was actually an old video. I just put the song on there saying this is the real Get Back Justice, because they try to use the Don Julio bottles as something to get to me, but it's not nothing to get to me. I'm just saying this is justice for him, since everybody was drinking on it, trying to like celebrate his death and things of that sort. So I'm like, hey, this is the real Get Back, justice for him. So we're gonna do it that way, that type of Get Back, not get back going out there try to take somebody else's life by getting justice.
All right, and now to clear up the story I was saying about Taria and Foolio being the girl from Foolio's cousin and all that. Shout out Mike from the Ville.
So this nigga knew Foolio was dead before Foolio was dead. Bitch type shit. He like...
This is the John Wall situation with the cousin that was one of the alleged... when there was something about a woman knowing Foolio was there was the 2 things. Alicia being at the party, proven false, and then there was his cousin and John Wall and all this other situation. We're going to get a tad bit of clarity on that. I'm going to bring a picture up as well. Hold on, guys.
Nigga knew Foolio was dead before Foolio was dead. Bitch type shit. He like, oh yeah, they had already told me they was down there, gonna be down there, this, that, and the third, and I know something gonna happen. Like, he telling me something gonna happen at the thing, and when the shit actually happened, he like, I just know somebody dead. I just know somebody dead. It's either La Robert the nigga wanted to kill La Robert, y'all. He wanted to kill La Robert. Mad cause I used to talk to La Robert, y'all, a long time ago, a little while ago. But yeah, wanted to kill La Robert, girl. All types of shit. Okay, boom. But yeah, so he like, yeah, I just know somebody dead. It's gotta be Foolio or Kenny, La Robert. So I'm like, what the fuck? How you know? Like, how you so sure? He like, bro, I just know. And then he like, the nigga Ghost had and wrote him in vanish mode before the shit happened. It was like, what Foolio Airbnb at? And he like, what the fuck? Like, how I'm going to but bitch, you already knew that they was down there, and when it happened and all that, like, you already knew all this shit was going on. So y'all, he like, I tried to tell him, I wrote him from a fake page and said like, be on point, them boys out there, bitch, a fake page. How the fuck is Foolio gonna see that? Foolio had damn near 1 million followers. How the fuck would he see what a fake page just wrote him, bitch? You should have let me know, bitch. I could have got the word to him faster, bitch. The fuck? The blood on your hands just as much as it is on their hands, ho. Fuck is you talking about?
And what's on the screen is the evidence between John Wall and Ghost 187, where it says Body Man. He called this dude Body Man. Oh, his name is Body. Get the B&B for me, gang. John Wall said Body to Body. Man, you know, Oh shit, nigga, that's body share sent. Oh shit, my dumb ass. I'm looking dumb as hell. Okay, author ghost. No, it's ghost. The body is the like when you're sending the message in the body of the. Oh my effing god! I just got this shit right on the spot. I didn't see this until right now. You dumb MF, but I reserve the right to be wrong, boy. You looking dumb as hell. So yeah, I know. Ghost 187, get the B&B for me, gang. John Wall, man, you know I want it myself. If I could, I would have sent it. I would have had so many holes there. I know somebody can get it from them. So John Wall, alleged affiliate, also involved in this as well in some manner. In some manner. All right, let's continue.
Alicia Andrews goes to trial. What's interesting about this trial, though, was that before the trial, she was pregnant. So they had to push the trial back until she gave birth.
So that's not what happened.
Oh, that's not what happened?
That's
okay,
not
so
why it was
what
pushed back. Oh, yes, she was pregnant, but it wasn't pushed back because of her being pregnant. It was when we supposed to went to trial on January the 6th, the state attorney had a medical emergency in the courtroom, so that's what made it be pushed back.
Okay, but she did stand trial after she gave birth.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you attended that trial.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Alicia testified that she had no knowledge over the plot to kill Julio, and she basically said that it wasn't really her intention for him to get killed. Do you believe her?
No.
Okay. Is it true that she was giggling and smiling?
Yes, the trial was, like I tell people, you had to be there. It was like a Tubi movie. It was very disrespectful. Her attorney, Jeremy, Slick J is his Instagram. He was very disrespectful. I addressed him. He played this music before the trial. He played this music during the trial. He played this music after the trial. And I feel like as an attorney, you should be held up to certain standards.
Do you believe her? Basically said that
the trial was, like I tell people,
to get killed. Do you believe her?
No.
Okay. Is it true that she was giggling and smiling?
Yes, the trial was, like I tell people.
See it right here.
Judge, I'm also hearing it was Fox 13 this morning when they were reporting about opening statements. I think they reran an interview with Mr. Malcolm and Mr. McClyman talking about the evidence. Okay. What is it? It was Fox 13 this morning, aired your interview.
Jimenez at this time, so we still have one alternate left.
And Judge, there is...
Okay, all right, let's bring Mr. Jimenez in.
Mr. Monjur, but he's running into traffic, maybe about 15 more minutes.
You see gutter right there on her neck. Behind her ear, she getting her makeup done.
And I'm also hearing it was Fox 13 this morning when they were reporting about opening statements. I think they reran.
I get she's human and all of this and the dignity and decency, the things that Jeremy and them said about that. I get all that, but you got to consider the optics, how this looks. She looks insensitive. She looks carefree, like she's not worried, nonchalant about the death. My loved one is deceased. You in jail. You ain't with your kid. You in here laughing and joke. Dad, all this shit a joke to you. And I remember our chat flamed her jackets every day of the case. I'm going to go find some of that old footage where either we can see the chat or I was reading the chat. We was killing her jacket, but let's continue with the content.
Julio, and she basically said that it wasn't really her intention for him to get killed. Do you believe her?
No.
Okay. Is it true that she was giggling and smiling?
Yes, the trial was, like I tell people, you had to be there. It was like a Tubi movie. It was very disrespectful. Her attorney, Jeremy, Slick J is his Instagram. He was very disrespectful. I addressed him. He played this music before the trial. He played this music during the trial. He played this music after the trial. And I feel like as an attorney, you should be held up to certain standards. It was very unethical and unprofessional. I addressed it. He contacted me, said, can he call me? I talked to him. He said he wasn't gonna let it happen again, and he did it again.
When we interviewed Jeremy, we did ask him about that. I don't know if you guys remember the actual post of Jeremy with his team. There was a Young and Ace song behind it. I don't have it right here, so there's no need to worry about that. If we find it, we do. If not, we're not gonna worry about it. But quick, I do have a question. The Young and Ace post, when you made the post with the Young and Ace song, now at the time, right, you were oblivious of everything that was going on, right? Go
ahead. Ask the question and I'll answer it. Sorry.
Yes, sir. No problem at all. You're hip. You're somewhat in. I'm sure you're pretty much somewhat in tune to what goes on in hip hop, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, do you think that may not have been the best decision as far as like the timing, given the person you're representing and the person that she's on trial for the demise of?
2 times where I posted a Young and Ace.
Just asking, or we can go past if you feel necessary.
So there were 2 times where I posted a Young and Ace song, and I just want to make sure we talk the right one. Are you talking about the one where we were working at night? And I don't know if you knew we were working, but there was a picture with me and a few other people in the picture. It was a selfie.
Yes, I think, and it was the ending song of the beat. Like, it wasn't the words, but it was the beat, right?
Yeah,
but,
Game Over.
Right, that one. And he knew exactly what song it was. He went right to it and said, yeah, the Game Over.
What I'll tell you this, because you said the word oblivious. So before this trial, I didn't know ATK, 6 Block, the beef between the two. I didn't know.
Hold on. Do y'all think Jeremy was lying? Do y'all think that Jeremy was lying? Do y'all think that Jeremy was completely in the know and knew exactly who these people were, and that's why he took the case, period? Because he makes, when we asked Jeremy about hip hop, he said he was a big fan of Kodak. If you know Kodak, I'm not going to say you have to, but if you're from Florida and you know Kodak, if you're familiar with Florida music, 9 times out of 10, you know Foolio, because they had a beef at one time. So if only for that reason, you would at least be aware or have heard the name. So I kind of shot him some bail when I used the word oblivious, but I think you was in the know, Jeremy. I can't front, dog. Shout out to you though.
Really the music at all.
But that comes back now, looking back on it. It's like, okay, I shot him some bail. I shouldn't have said that. I was too wordy. I was too talkative. I should have asked him the question, cut and dry, and let it been that. Why did you say that? Because then now he's focused on, you used the word oblivious, which is good though, because now he's saying he didn't know. And now we get to speculate if he did or not. Nigga, you knew.
The only thing I did know was that I heard Foolio's songs on Instagram and whatnot, but
Right.
not with his music video. I saw people, like, you know how you do like a what do you call it, like a voiceover, or like the music is playing and people are acting out something, right? So like the one song where he's talking about Corbin getting shot, and it's like, he's like, who's Corbin? I forget what song that is right now. You know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the Beatbox remix, I think. Unfortunately, I do know that. I'm in tune as well, but yeah, I shouldn't have known that off the top of my head. I'm too old for this. Forgive me.
Right?
But
So
yeah, that one.
I had heard that song before. I didn't know it was from a person named Foolio, but I heard that song and it's burned in my head. And a lawyer that I know had played the song. He was in his car, right? And he's making a video, and it's like, the caption is like, how I act when I'm outside of the courthouse or after I just left the courthouse and I get in my car. Something like that, right? And they play the song and you hear it and they're talking about, what happened, or they're listening to the song, or they're talking to their client, right? They pretend like they're talking to their client. and the client is telling them Corbin got shot. And he's like, okay.
Oh my God.
And then they're acting as though the client is telling them all these things about all these people who died, and then the lawyer's like, God damn, like it's a lot. So there was a lot of people who made like little mashups like that. So I had heard that song. When we came closer to the trial, when I got on the case and whatnot, I learned of the other music videos because it was.
You're going to see the screen. It might flash white. You're going to hear the audio. I'm grabbing something from the Discord. More info. Shout out Mike from the Ville. Let's go.
Part of the case, right? So I had to go do my own deep dive about ATK and 6 Block and all these different things. And so I learned all of it, right, before the trial. And then as we are like coming up on the trial, again, refreshing my memory about all these different music videos and whatnot. And so I'm listening to them and I'm starting to pick and choose which ones I actually like for myself. And I don't have no personal, like feelings towards any of these people, but I like some of the songs. So the Game Over song that I posted, it was like a quick thing. I took the screenshot. I usually post some music with the whatever I post at the time, and that song was in my head at the time, and so I used that, and I took the words out, just used the music itself. At the time, I posted things on my Instagram all the time, and no one ever saw it. It never went anywhere, because it just it didn't just went to my friends or whoever follows me. Then it blows up. And it's a big deal. So at that time, maybe I should have just chose a different song or just not chose a song at all. So yeah, if I would have known that it was going to be such a big deal to people, I would have not done it. So I guess that's the long answer to your question. But do I regret it? You could say I wouldn't do it again, right? But is it the worst thing in the world? No. I mean, these people were making these songs. I mean, whoever is mad about the fact that I posted
What do you mean, these people?
The song itself. These people were making these songs. I mean, whoever is mad about the fact that I posted the song itself, I'm sure they listen to the song, they like it or whatever, or they don't like it, and they like the other songs from the other side. I still think I like the song, not for
Hold on. So with that being said, is he directly addressing the mother? Is he directly addressing Sandrika? Because he said, if anybody who didn't like the song, if she's saying she talked to him behind closed doors, he never mentioned this in the interview. Not that he has to, right? It ain't like we knew to ask him. If she really talked to him like she said, is he addressing her without saying her name, bro? Was this like a sneak diss to whoever don't like it or whoever got a problem with it? Was that a shot? Was this nigga being catty the whole time? And I'm thinking, oh, this a nice guy. He cool. Let him talk. Whatever. Just he's a lawyer and no BS. Keep your BS. Don't be all extra with the shit. Just, have fun. Should I have been grilling this nigga like what the yo? Jeremy might have.
I'm sure they listen to the song, they like it or whatever, or they don't like it. These people were making these songs. I mean, I wouldn't do it again, right?
He said he wouldn't do it again, right?
Answer the long answer to your question.
Because when I was listening, then I watched it back, I was questioning, did he say would or wouldn't? I think he said wouldn't, right?
But do I regret it? You could say I wouldn't do it again.
Right. You could. Right? He does, because I wouldn't do it again.
But is it the worst thing in the world? No. I mean, these people were making these songs. I mean, whoever is mad about the fact that I posted the song itself, I'm sure they listen to the song, they like it or whatever, or they don't like it, and they like the other songs from the other side. I still think I like the song, not for the fact that somebody's dead, right, or that it's glorifying a death, but the beat,
sonically, this Kermit the Frog looking nigga trying to hit Alicia, bro. This hand puppet looking hi ho Kermit the Frog. This nigga trying to hit Alicia, bro. Allegedly.
Yeah. So
it might be the tempo. It sound good to you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yeah, man, I listen to
Like some of the
real
Foolio
music.
songs too. So it is what it is. I listen to a lot of songs with people talking about killing people and selling drugs. And do I live that life? No. Do I represent people who live that life? Sometimes. But it
It's
is what it
part
is.
of this. Hey, somebody got to do it, man. But hey, I should have been grilling that nigga, man. I don't know. Now I got to look back and I feel like I was too soft and I was happy-go-lucky. I should have been like, nigga, what you mean, nigga? You knew that was wrong. Because, bruh, looking back at it, why in the hell would you decide to post, why out of a cajillion, cajillion ain't even a word, is it? Out of a cajillion, is that a number? Songs in the world, out of all the sounds, they have sounds that you can pick from. You don't even have to use a song. You could pick a sound. Why did you choose a Young and A song, especially at this time? You can't tell me you wasn't clout chasing. You wasn't being on some bullshit.
Okay. And you attended that trial.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Alicia testified that she had no knowledge over the plot to kill Julio, and she basically said that it wasn't really her intention for him to get killed. Do you believe her?
No.
Okay. Is it true that she was giggling and smiling?
My bad.
Yes, the trial was, like I tell people, you had to be there. It was like a Tubi movie. It was very disrespectful. Her attorney, Jeremy, Slick J is his Instagram. He was very disrespectful.
We should have knew then, man. I done gave this man credit because he come with a smile and a, hi, guy, hi. Damn, he done 48 laws of power with me. I know all this shit. I know the art of deception. I know all this bullshit he tried, he deceived, and I fell for it. Hi, guy. Man, his name is Slick J. This nigga think he's slick. Come on.
I addressed him. He played this music before the trial. He played this music during the trial.
How did I let that slip? But how can I not? Come on, bro. Hold on. For anything, hold on. Let's go.
Did y'all hear that?
Let's go, Mel. Super duper salute. Mills with the $9.99 super chat says, where are my liking people at? We need y'all to handle that. Hit that like, 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 hit that. Hey, super duper salute. I ain't know that was the song till I started reading it. Hit that like. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Run it up, y'all. So we at 77. We're going to get to 100 before we get up out of here. We're going to get to 100 before we get up out of here. But guess what? We're going to keep the content rolling, man. Thank y'all. I won't take long. Much obliged. Much appreciation. Super duper salute. We're going to get back to the content. But I got to shout out the super chat because that's what keep the tent rent paid, the lights on for the generator, and the content rolling.
Is it true that she was giggling and smiling?
Yes, the trial was, like I tell people, you had to be there. It was like a Tubi movie. It was very disrespectful. Her attorney, Jeremy, Slick J is his Instagram. He was very disrespectful.
Should have known.
I addressed him. He played this music before the trial. He played this music during the trial. He played this music after the trial. And I feel like as an attorney, you should be held up to certain standards. It was very unethical and unprofessional. I addressed it. He contacted me, said, can he call me? I talked to him. He said he wasn't gonna let it happen again, and he did it again. No respect for him as an attorney at all. Wow. Very disrespectful. Even at the courtroom, some of Charles' fans came. They was taking videos of them, saying they may be gang members, because she had about 7, 8 attorneys over there. One of the attorneys came over to sit by my side, like they were trying to intimidate me. So of course that got me up in an uproar. And it's a lot of stuff that happened during her trial that nobody knew about that happened there. It was very, they disrespected me very badly.
We need Sandrika on the platform. Hold on, what happened, Miss Sandrika? What happened at that? What happened over there that was disrespectful We need Miss Sandrica.
To the point where they were about to bring me out of character. I was I was disrespected just bad, and not by anybody like her family members, but by the attorney, her attorney Jeremy, and one of his assistants, whatever he was, that was there as well. Even with them recording, Charles' attorney Louis Fusco, very good friend of mine, he came to support me. They definitely disrespected me and did me wrong at that trial. Those attorneys.
Well, it gets to the end of the trial, and she gets convicted of manslaughter, but not guilty on conspiracy.
You can tell. You can tell when it's doing a few interviews and watching them back, when there's no follow-up question to the information that was just given. It's like, okay, the script, the paper, let me make sure I get these questions out. Because the follow-up question to that, and just like I should have had follow-up questions with Jeremy, to me, the follow-up question Vlad should have asked, he should have went more into detail about what went wrong in that courtroom, or what was the disrespect that the attorneys did, if you can speak on it. You know what I mean? Like, I would have asked more detail on that. But just that comes with looking back, like, oh, damn, that person did say that. Just like I saw with my own interview, like, oh, could have did that better. Could have did this better. But keep going. I mean, let's keep going. Shout out y'all. Run the lights up.
And with that, she got 15 years in Florida State Prison. Do you feel that based on her role, that's a fair sentencing?
Yeah, it's good with me because now she have time to think and reflect. Because one thing about young girls or whatever, they can easily get mind manipulated. Especially when you think that you're in love or whatever. So I think that's what happened with her. Even though she was laughing, giggling, and all that stuff, not taking it serious in the courtroom, I do think that she's thinking about, and she thought about the actions that she played. I think the jurors didn't want to give her first degree murder. They knew she had something to do with it, but not to the extent that the others did. So I'm fine with that, with her getting 15 years. Hopefully she can be able to get it right, think about it, reflect on it, take accountability for her actions, that she knew what she did that took place with the murder of my son, so she can be the best mother that she needs to be to her child.
Once again, very mature of her, you know, for her to accept the fact that she got something instead of walking away scot-free. Maybe in her mind, in her heart, she could have wanted it to be life in prison or something like that, right? But okay, cool. She got something. She got the max that she could get. She wasn't the shooter. I'm just giving her credit for being able, for finding some solace, for finding some resolve for herself in her heart, for being able to make peace with the decisions. Okay, boom. At least the guys that were involved, the main shooters and the other guy, even though he played the same role as Alicia, got life. Her as a young woman, she may have some sympathy for. Maybe she did some things in her past, or maybe there were just occasions, things that she may have did, maybe not this serious, maybe this much, and she didn't get caught, or, you know, and she just has some sort of sympathy and empathy for the fact that this is a young woman, and considering that the young woman could be manipulated, right? So I'll give her credit for that. But at the same time, you have to also consider the source, and that the young woman may also be a primary source of the manipulation. You know, her getting up there, putting on a smile, she may be taking advantage of her lighter skin, her small frame, you know, that, you know, like, you know, small, she can instantly reduce herself by not being loud. You know, she can instantly seem dainty, instantly seem frail and fragile and impressionable by sitting a certain way, especially with her being so small. But in the midst of all that, being scared and feeling like that, she's full of attitude. She's in here laughing about a murder case. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say, I commend Miss Sandrica Mays for being able to find some resolve in her heart for as far as that and some peace in her heart. But if I were in those shoes, I cannot say I would be 100% satisfied with the outcome for Alicia Andrews.
Well, I think with her penalty, it cuts very deep, because imagine you being a mother, you give birth and they say, okay, great, we'll take the baby now. You go sit in a cage for 15 years and someone else will raise the baby.
Yeah. And yeah, it's hard, but she got to hold herself accountable for the action that she decided to do that day when they planned to come to Tampa, not on a trip to Disney, not going to Aquatica, couldn't afford no meal, but just went there for one thing. So she knew what happened. So it's okay. I'm fine with the 15 years that she got.
Well, it seems like she's doing all right in there, because allegedly fans found her Finsta account, whatever Finsta is, and she's supposed to be charging on there. It says, I'll launch an appeal. How you holding up in there? I miss my mom. I hear you. Can you send me a video? I'll pay, of course. And then there's a $35 some kind of transaction with a lock on it and says, dancing in my cell for you. Right here it says Alicia Andrews, Alicia Innocent Andrews, $7.99 a minute, $2.50 to chat, $3.99 for voice per minute. It says, life's a bitch. I'll keep going. Thanks for all your support, y'all. Message me before calling, because the CO might be walking around. Now, we about to get to the next segment of this right here, this Foolio thing. This the fun part. This the speculating part. This is the part where we just kind of, this is the reason for the poll down below of the chat. Let's go.
Well, Isaiah Chance actually spoke, and when he referenced the Bible, he mentioned that the brain development wasn't complete until the age of 26 or 27, and he felt it was cruel to sentence someone under 21 to life without parole.
Oh, hold on. Let's go back to that. He damn sure did. Let's start all that over. Hold on. Let's give Isaiah his chance.
So Judge Cisco.
Because he won't get it again, so let's give him his chance right here. Keep the guys, man. By the way, you want to get you a Keep the Guys shirt? Go to the main page of this channel. Go to the links. Go to the link tree. Go to the Rumonati shop. Shop the products. Scroll down. And keep the guys. Don't engage in criminal activities. Crime equals time. Keep the guys. Free the wrongfully convicted and the truly rehabilitated.
Unlike the rest of my co-defendants here, they all are charged with being the alleged shooters and have the same verdicts. However, me, on the other hand, the one who was charged with me for playing the same alleged role as I, gets found not guilty for what I am charged with. Alicia's case didn't contradict the alleged shooter versus the state case. I don't even think it's possible it could have. However, it contradicts mine being the only principle here, because both of our jury's decisions contradict each other. The only nuance here is I went to trial with 3 other people who
hey,
had
homie,
the
what
same
up?
verdict as I, and she didn't. Alicia get found not guilty for my current charge. It wasn't a coincidence.
That's my nigga there.
So what I'm saying is, Alicia and the state alleged that we played. Oh, that's
John Jenny, what up? Mike from the Ville, what up? Gio Romo, what up?
Well, that's okay. If I'm
And
hearing
somebody
you
else,
correctly,
what up? Slim Jones, what up? Slim Jones,
you're
Jones.
taking issue with the fact that you're, I don't know if she's your current or former girlfriend.
Black Lana
but
Smith, what up?
She went to trial. She was convicted of a manslaughter and got
All right, I'm gonna shut
15
up.
years, and now you're here facing life. And that, I would assume that seems unjust to you. Is that correct?
That's highly unjust. I seen Susie Lopez on the news this morning, and she was saying that justice has been served. Absolutely, if you see it from that perspective. But everything that's a perspective is based off perception. So if you say that's justice, okay, but when you look at, if you put me and Alicia up on like side by side, like that's unjust. Like it's injustice. Like it doesn't make sense. Like it's contrary to my verdict. Like her jury made their decision. My jury made, well, our jury made their decision, but it contradicts like both of our verdicts. The only difference is like I went to trial with my co-defendants and she went to trial by herself. So I feel like personally, I got guilt more so by association than like participation. That's all I really wanted to say. Judge. Sorry, because this is way more harder than I anticipated. But that's all. Thank you.
Sure, sure. And you probably know when Ms. Andrews went to trial, she basically pinned it all on you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know.
Oh shit. I got the wrong nigga. He said Sean Gathright. Hold on, let me do this. There you go. My bad.
I just want to address the court today, and, you know, I'm not here to dispute anything. I'm just here to be a man and take responsibility and express my feelings about what is, you know, this whole situation. You know, that's what I plan on doing.
Okay. And how do you feel? What?
Y'all run the likes up, please. We need 3 more likes, 2 more likes to get us to 85. And y'all show some love and send some good energy. Big homie's way, man. Y'all send some good energy and some shout outs big homie way for sure, for sure.
I feel very remorseful, you know. This is a terrible situation. It's been a traumatic experience. You know, to the victim's family, you know, I want to send my deepest condolences and my, you know, I understand that it's hard losing a child, a best friend, a brother, a cousin, and for that I just cannot say sorry enough, you know. I feel terrible about the situation, but I'm a firm believer that God can use anything for good that the devil wanted for bad. And so I am grateful for the people I've met, for the lessons that I've learned.
You met Isaiah and Rashad and Davion. You grateful you met them too?
For just this experience in general, because it's one that I'll never forget, and it's going to shape.
Of course you can't forget, nigga. You gonna always remember every time you wake up, open your eyes, hear a sound, nigga. All you gonna, anything is, you in jail, you in prison. You're not gonna, how can you ever forget you in prison? You're gonna get a reminder every second of every woke moment. Nigga, you might, in your dreams, you might dream about prison probably for the first 5 years, nigga. I'll never forget. Of course. Every day you got a reminder.
The rest of my life.
Sounds like there's that saying, it's kind of cheesy, but you make lemons out of lemonade or whatever.
Lemonade out of lemons.
Somehow. I obviously don't make lemonade, but it sounds to me like you are going to try and make the best of a bad situation. Does that sound about right?
Of course.
Man, get out. I ain't gonna say get out of here. Anyway.
He says, so to my city, man, it ain't worth it. Boy, like it ain't worth it. Like me being a rapper for my city.
It's him getting the stuff mixed up. He definitely said, that was definitely Isaiah Chance that said it's not worth it. And anyway, Flash, you.
And being a rapper just ain't worth it.
Flag got me fucking up.
Like the dissing, the beefing, the shooting, like for what? Like when you're sitting in your cell alone, cold, it's lonely as hell in that bed. Everybody leave you. There's no one there for you. Like your ride or die, your girlfriends, whoever you love. The only person for you is your mother and maybe like one friend, maybe. But it ain't worth it. I was 21 years old, facing the death penalty. My only interactions with law enforcement was traffic tickets. I wake up the next morning, I'm facing the death penalty. That's how quick life can change.
Hold on. Let's let him say it.
My lawyer, like he's very, like he's probably shivering over there because he don't know what I'm gonna say out my mouth.
Right. He's very concerned.
Yeah, definitely. Your a lot of people don't know, but before you go to trial, you try to be optimistic, but everything is done strategically. So how, man? So to my city, man.
This was the most sincere moment. This was the only time I ever felt somebody was genuine and sincere with their condolences or any type of positive message that entire time. All that shit Sean said, all that feeling sorry to the family. I am condoling. I'm so sorry. Y'all, I don't feel like they meant none of that. This was the only heartfelt moment and the only time I had any little half a piece of small crumb, minuscule, minute, atom-sized, proton, neutron, electron-sized, any type of empathy for this young man or sympathy, and was like, damn, they need to let up on this one particularly. This just him, not all four of them, just him a little bit, man. I don't know how. Give him the 15. I don't know. After this moment. But shit, this could be deception too, nigga. Keep the guys. Hold on, man. Shirts available right now. Keep the guys, nigga. Fuck that. Stay your ass in there. Hell no. My bad, y'all. He almost got me. Nope.
So to my city, man.
Nope. What's Shannon Sharp? Nope.
It ain't worth it, boy. Like, it ain't worth it. Like, me being a rapper from my city and Foolio being a rapper from our city, it ain't worth it. Like, my mouth getting dry, sorry. Like, the dissing, the beefing, the shooting, like, for what? Like, for what? Like, when you sitting in your cell alone, cold, it's lonely as hell in that bit. Everybody leave you. Like, nobody here for you. Like, the ones that's your ride or die, your girlfriends, whoever you love, the only person there for you is your mother, and maybe like one friend, maybe, but it ain't worth it though, bro. It ain't worth it. I was 21 years old facing the death penalty. I never ever, my only interactions with law enforcement was traffic tickets. Wake up next morning, I'm facing the death penalty. That's how quick life can change. It ain't worth it, bro. That's all though. And sorry if I was nervous. Sorry.
No, it's okay, Mr. Chance.
Colder, cold, getting colder, colder, cold. And they put me over and over, and I swear I can't take no more. Cause this shit get real in the afterlife. They want me dead, but they can't afford my life. Put a bag on my head, I'ma up the price. Put a bag on my head, I'ma up the price. Picture me perfect in the booth with the headphones, and I can see dead faces without a headstone. And I don't like to talk to Ace through a jail phone, and I can't feel no more pain, it's like my nerves gone. And every time I just got them shot, cause that shit hurt me. And a lot of niggas change in the band to be. I'm a solid lawyer nigga, that's the man to me. I talk the crazy case, spitting knowledge. And I say my daddy ripped my heart out. I say my daddy ripped my heart out. Rest up, Tilly.
Isaiah Chance just told you it get cold.
Still alone, cold.
Cold. It get cold. Queso said it get colder.
Getting colder, colder, cold.
I'm just saying, do the right thing, young men, young women. Old men, old women. Don't be an old fool either. Do the right thing, but let's go.
It ain't worth it, bro.
It ain't worth it, bro.
And it's not worth it. And this should be an eye opener for everybody out there. It's not worth it. You may not get caught today, but you may get caught tomorrow. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth doing the tit for tat, going back and forth. You have to think about the people out there. Are these really your friends? Are they going to be really loyal to you? Because they're not. I'm pretty sure that nobody is not picking up the phone for them every time they call. And that's what people need to realize, or whatever. It is definitely not worth it. The kids, I have kids message me all the time, and I tell them, hey, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. This is for entertainment only. Make sure you stay in school. And he always taught their kids as well. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Y'all be better than these rappers out here. You can rap different type of music if that's something that you want to do. You can entertain different type. Get a trade. If you don't want to go to college, get a trade. You can get a trade. But it's definitely not worth it. It's not worth it at all, because you're going to be sitting there by yourself, being mad, nobody not answering the phone, somebody telling you when to get up, when to use the bathroom, when to do this. When is that the life that you really want to live forever? And you got to think about it. And people could say, oh, she just talking. I hope y'all get it. It's not worth it. Charles did a video and it's pinned on my Instagram. Listen to your mother. My mother has never told me anything wrong. And I have never told him anything wrong. So these kids, young adults out there, y'all need to listen to somebody. Y'all need to listen to your mother, whoever. Y'all need to listen to this segment with me and be glad. What I'm saying right now, it is not worth it. I don't care if somebody talked about this person, that person, or whatever. Sticks and stone may break your bones, but words don't ever hurt. And
she called him V-Lad, like Lil Bibby called him, what's up, V-Lad? And then Crunchy Black called him Glad. Everybody mess up Vlad name.
You're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for your actions. You're going to have to pay for it, just like my son did. He had to pay for the words that he was using out here. Was it right? No, because nobody have that right to take somebody's life or whatever. But like I said, you got good karma, you got bad karma. You reap what you sow. It's going to either be good or bad. And it's not worth it at all.
Yeah, look, I interviewed FEG Duck's mom after a round. You're going to have a crying month. I interviewed Queso's dad, right, against his own son. So now
it's their business. I don't feel no type of way.
How do you feel about that situation? Against his own son. So now he has to deal with that guilt. And
yeah,
his son is now doing life in prison. He had to take the stand against his own son. So now he has to deal with that guilt. How do you feel about that situation?
That's their business. I don't feel no type of way about it. That's their business.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's just sad all around. Like there's really no winners in these situations. Yeah, you might get a little bit of social media clout, and yeah, you might get a few more fans and so forth. But look at what happens when the dust settles. People dead, people in prison, people dealing with having to cooperate against their own family, people shot. You know, it's just a very, very sad situation.
It's about any of them guys. Nobody has won since Charles has passed away. Any of them guys. Nobody has won in the end. People say, oh, such and such won. Nobody has won in the end. Because what's going on right now? Absolutely nothing. So the end result is
damn, did she just shit on Young and Ace career? Because she said, what's going on right now? Absolutely nothing. Damn. Was that I don't know.
Zero. They are all talented rappers. They could have went way further or whatever, making good quality music or whatever, but absolutely nobody won in the end. And these are the end results. Death, in jail, and living life miserably.
Well, you said that more people will be arrested around this case.
Well, as we heard on the stand that the detectives say, it's still an open case. And I'm not going to speak on that because it still is an open case. Whatever, but the detective got up there and he said it's still an open case.
So that brings us to the bullish and the speculation, right? Because everything so far has been pretty much fact, about 85% fact. We about to speculate a little bit. We about to speculate a little bit. But before we do, let's get to this top 10. Number 1, we got XO Mels. Number 2, we got Mike from the Ville. Number 3, we got Jenny Hodge. Jenny from the Block. Number 4, we got Slim Jones McEasy. Number 5, we got Gio Roman. Number 6, we got I Am Key Era. Number 7, we got Key Era. That's what's up. I Am Key Era. Number 7, we got Big Homie Slim. What up, bro? Number 8, we got Anita Clark. Number 9, we got Shada Sage. And did I say number 9, we got Shada Sage? Did I say a number? And number 10, we got Clay Richard. Let's go. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Super duper salute to the top 10. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out Mills, man. Shout out Mills. Made that number 1 spot. Super duper salute to you. And we 3 likes away from breaking that glass, y'all. Let's go ahead and break the glass. We're going to speculate a little bit. I'm going to show some love to the chat. I promise y'all know that. I got to keep the content rolling. I didn't know it was going to roll this long once we played it all in. But let's get to it, though. We just speculating. I ain't going to lie. We at the tail end of this. We about to do a breakdown. This ain't even going to take long. This part ain't going to take long. I didn't even think that was going to take that long. Y'all keep running them likes up. We 3 likes away from breaking that glass. 100 likes, we breaking the glass, y'all. Let's go. Keep running the likes up. Thank y'all for showing love to the super chats, to the channel period, to the entire network. Y'all the most aggravating chat in the game, the most appreciated chat in the world. We are 2 likes away. Let's run it up. Let's get them 2 likes on the board before we get to the speculating part. Before we start to ask the questions, I promise you it won't take long. Let's just get there real quick. We got to ask a couple questions. Y'all see who it is in the chat? We just finna go over a quick brief history. This might take 15 minutes max. We finna run it down. We finna run this down and ask these questions. Who is it? We need 2 more likes. We need 2 more likes. Let's go. I know y'all strong enough, powerful enough, great enough to run the likes up 2 more times. Let's go. I need to see 1 more like, y'all. I need to see 1 more. It might be showing that for y'all. It ain't showing that for me. So that means keep going till I can see it too. I need 1 more like, y'all. Let's go. Run the likes up. Let's go. We 1 like away from breaking that glass. 1 like away. It's 119 of y'all in here right now. It was just 156. Let's go. Somebody hit the like button. We 1 like away from breaking the glass. We need to get to. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Super duper salute to y'all. 100 likes deep. I got 1 question, man. How the we get a whole 100 likes? Huh? How we get 100 likes? Let's go. Super duper salute to y'all. Thank y'all. Let's go. 100 likes. 100 likes. Run it up. Run it up. Let's go. Most aggravating chat in the game. Most appreciated chat in the world. Let's go. How the we get a whole 100 likes? Let's go. This shit so aggravating. Come on, man. Shout out to y'all. The most aggravating chat in the game. Most appreciated chat in the world, man. Aggravate the algorithm. Shout out to y'all. Aggravate the algorithm. We done ran it up. Let's go. Let's go. Thank y'all. Always. Always. Let's go. All right, y'all, we're going to keep going with the content. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show some love to the chat. Let me call out some names real quick. That's right, man. Shake this shit up. Let's go, Gio. Let's go, Nurse Lady T. Basic J. Big Homie Slim. Hold on. Mike from the Ville. Hold on. Yellow D. Hold on. Hold up. Like my boy Future say. Hold up. Ace A Twin. Slim John. Who? What's up, James? Too funny? I'm just calling names I see. I'll get to reading the chats in a minute. What up, XO Males? What's up, fuck yourself? What's up, Leecha? I hope I said that right. All right, we're going to get back to the content. Yo, what's up, John Jenny? Black Lantern Smith? Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Anita Clark, what up with it? Shada Sage, talk to me nice. Jamie Johnson, Axe Throwing God. Chris Jones, De Niro. Is that Stalo? S-T-A-L-O-E? Stalo? Stalo. Okay. Shot You Down. Michelle Payne. The Real Miss Knight. Eyes Low. Jenny from the Block. And Tyrone G. That's as far as let me go, y'all. All right, we're going to get to it. This is the walk down. This is where we. Joyce Smallwood. What's up, Joyce? Godson, what up with it? Salute to y'all. All right, y'all. This is where we start speculating. This is where we just make assumptions. This is all alleged. This is speculative speech. We hold no facts here. We're not pointing the finger. We're not wishing for anybody to be arrested, charged, even a suspect, right? We're just speculation, opinionated, no facts at all. So save the drama for your mama and her big ass feet, all right? Before you come knocking on this tent, talking, oh, why are you trying to point the finger, bro? You want to see a nigga get arrested, boy? You a bitch ass nigga. I don't give a damn about who get arrested and who don't. If they a menace, keep them. Go get them and keep them. But I ain't making the call. I ain't pointing the finger. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Big homie, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, we probably both. Probably both. Discord for sure. Live in the air. Shout out to you, bro. Much love and good energy, bro. Glad to see you too, bro. Yeah, this is the part of the show where we have a little bit of fun, man. So y'all save the drama for your mama and her big ass feet, bro. All right, we don't want to hear none of that. You pointing fingers, we ain't doing that. This shit is already out there, and we finna do just a quick rundown. Y'all can have it. But let's start here.
Well, you had a cousin, Zion Brown.
Yeah, I got him on my stomach tattooed.
19 years old, a man stormed into a house and shot him to death.
Yeah.
The guy that was arrested was a guy named DeAndre Thomas.
Yeah.
Who was responsible for taking the life of Foolio? Spin Gang, what up? Gio Roman, what up? Who was responsible for taking the life of Foolio, man? Is a RICO on the way? Is somebody about to get arrested? They said it's an open case. More arrests are on the way, right? So who is it gonna be? Is it some of the more popular names that we know? We're just giving a little bit. Just like when we did the Draco yesterday, the Draco situation before we did the Nolan Wells situation. After we did Nolan Wells, we did Draco. Listen, the Draco situation. The Krishan and Draco. Excuse me. That Draco is a lot more to it. The Krishan is a lot more to it. These are brief walkthroughs, walk downs, and details. There's so much more we could point at, which would also probably help build the case towards people. But what we're going to do right here is just give a brief overview of the possibilities that people are saying it may be for the arrest of Foolio. I'm talking about the bigger names and the reasons why. We're just getting into some of the reasons why it may be these particular people. Let's go.
A man stormed into a house and shot him to death.
Yeah.
The guy that was arrested was a guy named DeAndre Thomas.
Yeah.
Did you know DeAndre?
No, I ain't know, bro.
Okay.
I ain't know, bro, like that.
When you heard about the murder, how'd you feel?
I was crushed. Cause it's like, I could have saved him, like, you know? I could have, like, cause I was like on the phone with him, like he called me, he was like, big cuz. That's my cousin, you know what I'm saying? He like, cuz, let me come to Daytona with you. I'm trying to come to Daytona. I was mad at him for a dumbass reason. Like, I straight told him, no, bro, you can't come with me. Like, I don't fuck with you right now. Hung up on him. That night he died, so that shit fucked my head up. I'm like, damn, holding grudges with niggas like that shit ain't like that shit like crushed me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Young and Ace was alleged. Once again, this was the hit that Young and Ace was alleged to be on.
Wow. So basically in your mind, you're thinking if you had just let him come with you and you just let bygones be bygones, and it was some little petty shit anyways, he would have possibly lived.
Yeah, see, I'm a Gemini. I take shit to the heart, like when so like little fuck shit happen, like, and I had to get past that little stage in my life. Like, I can't hold grudges no more. Like, yeah, that one situation that showed me.
Well, after that happened, not to say that one thing had anything to do with the other, because I'm not going to put that out there.
Yeah.
But Young and Ace got shot 8 times, and then his brother died, and then some other people got shot.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not saying it had anything to do with the other situation at all. But now you kind of have this aura of, you know, all these shootings, all these murders, and it's just, you know, the whole Florida scene, you know, the Jacksonville scene is just a mess right now.
Mhm.
When that started to happen, how did you feel about it all?
I really ain't too much. See, I'm from the north side. They from where they from, so I really ain't too much care. Like, not to be like on some. I just really ain't like literally. I just ain't care, like, cause I was already going through so much stuff. Like, I'm like, man, I don't give a. Hey, if he ain't my hood or something that's going on with me, fuck whoever ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was feeling.
With, let's just say, you and Young and Ace sitting down together and saying, look, a lot of fuck shit happened on both ends, but we got to get past this and kind of just move on with our careers.
It probably happen sooner or later. You never know what God got planned, you know? I told him that a couple times, you know? We be talking time to time, like, you know what I'm saying?
Are you open to working things out with him?
He want to work stuff out because he know he don't know me for real. So it's like, he got what he wanted. Like, he got the fans.
You could say he got what he wanted, but look at the type of losses that he took along the way, along with you as well. And you lost your brother also, right? And your best friend on his birthday.
See, this is the thing. Everybody in my city, they all rap, right? So they rap to diss me so they can get views, so I can respond. So that's their way of like getting on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's like a whole, like when I got shot.
With, let's just say you
say everybody claimed it.
I don't know about when them niggas was in the car with Ace and all that shit, how that shit went down, but listen, car with me, they gonna be safe, nigga. Safety first, nigga. Keep your seatbelt on, buckle up, nigga. Fuck. Y'all ain't lacking in this car. You ain't gonna.
Dog. This man said he didn't care nothing about it, but bro, he has the same picture from the video that he laid in the graveyard with them guys in the car like they riding with him. Oh my goodness.
Don't go down like that in this car, man. Scoot over, Quan. What are you doing? The fuck 23 hold, man. Come on, man. We going. Y'all being some badass kids. I don't know about when them niggas was in the car with Ace and all that shit, how that shit went down, but listen, car with me, they gonna be safe, nigga. Safety first, nigga. Keep your seatbelt on, buckle up, nigga. Fuck. Y'all ain't lacking in this car. You ain't gonna go down like that in this car, man. Scoot over, Quan. What are you doing? The fuck 23 hold, man. Come on, man. We going. Y'all being some badass kids.
Bro.
A birthday celebration that took a turn for the worst. Now cars filled with bullet holes are at the center of an investigation to find out why famous rapper Foolio, who just turned 26, was shot dead early this morning.
When controversial Jacksonville, Florida rapper Foolio was shot and killed in Tampa this past June, many people in the hip-hop community weren't that surprised. If his music and the reports are to be believed, Foolio led a dangerous lifestyle. His career was low-lighted by brazen songs dissing his living and dead ops. Those tactics have proven to be a formula for negative consequences in hip-hop in the past. This story has had some strange twists that have kept Foolio making headlines even after his death.
The Foolio situation. I fuck with Foolio tough. I fuck with you real heavy. Do you know him personal, or is that just all internet shit?
Nah, I know. I done met him before. Like, I done seen him in person. Like, I done been around him before. Like, you feel me? Like, my family, like, my daddy's side of the family from over there from where he from, you feel me? Like, you feel me? I ain't got nothing really bad too much to say about bro, you feel me? Like, shit, I wish him the best, but shit, ain't no secret. I don't fuck with him. You feel me? That ain't no secret. But really, like, me and all in all, that was just my response from all the times he done put my...
The Foolio situation. I fuck with Foolio tough.
Posted some paperwork on J-Dot
Yeah.
Breezy.
Yeah.
Well, where did you get that paperwork from?
One of my little brothers that locked up, they was on a case together, and he basically sent this paperwork home type. That's real paperwork. No, it's made up.
It's real paperwork,
We used to
bro.
be with that. I used to be with that.
Like, he used to be in the hood for Jedi. He used to be in the hood for, you know what I'm saying, with a brother and shit.
That was our
Guess what? Motherfuckers don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up. So it is what it is. That's why I don't even like speaking on that rap. I'm on that over. I don't want to speak on that shit on the internet no more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's weird if like you care more than the
you know what I'm
person's
saying?
friends.
You know what I'm saying? That, like, motherfuckers don't care. Like,
Also discuss J. Ja'Cory Rivers is the true name of Mr. J. And he is associated in this case in that he funded or sent the money for the Airbnb to the defendant's boyfriend, Mr. Chance, in advance of his using his Airbnb or his Cash App account to book the room with Mr. Murphy. So that's why we are seeking to admit these. Number one, for the also discuss J. Ja'Cory Rivers is the true name of Mr. J. And he is associated in this case in that he funded or sent the money for the Airbnb to the defendant's boyfriend, Mr. Chance, in advance of his using his Airbnb or his Cash App account.
Niggas be trolling, niggas be dying. Huh? So who y'all believe now? Niggas be trolling, niggas be dying. Huh? So who y'all believe now?
Do you commit your job day to day to working up not only the information about the gangs in Jacksonville as a whole, but ATK?
Yes,
With ATK.
I did. Yes, ma'am.
Was there a group for which Isaiah Chance begun relating social media? Did he have any associations or affiliations to other groups?
He had an association with 1200.
When we speak about your observations or your review of the social media profiles of each of these individuals, did you have an opportunity firsthand to review the social media posts by Isaiah Chance in his falling out with ATK?
I did. Yes, ma'am.
Was there a group for which Isaiah Chance begun relating himself after his fallout with ATK?
Are you asking what the post was?
No, what was the group that he then wanted to associate himself with or did post to associate himself
He then
with?
associated himself with 1200.
When talking specifically about Antonio Tilley depicted in this image, is Mr. Tilley alive or deceased?
Mr. Tilley is deceased.
Accurately depict the members of the 1200 group.
Yes.
As it relates specifically to the top line, can you see that okay from where you are?
Yes, ma'am.
The nicknames that are depicted below the legal names of these individuals, how is it that you all are able to ascertain these nicknames?
That's their music name.
Go ahead.
That's their music name. Whenever they post stuff online, that's the name they use as like their artist or their stage name.
And so on the Instagram posts, for example, are they utilizing their nicknames or their legal names?
Nicknames.
What about as it relates to the YouTube videos? Do they use their music or street name or their legal names?
Nicknames.
So when viewing these videos, are you able to ascertain, despite not having the legal name of the person on these drill raps, are you able to ascertain who the parties are inside of them?
Yes.
She gonna catch up with you. Hell yeah.
For sure. And I know, we all seen the news, bro. When Foolio hadn't passed away down there in Tampa. What was your first reaction?
To laugh? Yeah.
I didn't believe it.
What was your first reaction?
I didn't believe it.
You ain't believe it?
No.
I don't think none of us believe it.
I ain't believe it because, this nigga good. Well, at least he once was. This nigga was good. I'm gonna say he was good. He ain't die. He like a cockroach. At the end of the world, they say if a nuclear bomb hit, right?
Only thing gonna be left is,
the fool. Well, at least we once thought. You know what I'm saying? I ain't believing. I'm like, damn. Then I went to seeing certain shit. It's people I'm like, nah, this fool smoke. You feel me? That when I had to laugh.
How did you feel about the news when everyone found out that Foolio passed away?
Like that.
That's crazy. So where were you at when you found out he passed?
Actually, it was my son's birthday.
Oh, word.
I got an Airbnb for my son. I was with my son. You know what I'm saying? I woke up, seen it on the internet. You know, rolled them up. You know how I go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That what happened.
How did you feel?
Damn. More arrests on the way, man. Is Young and Ace and the ATK and all its affiliates, No Hospital Gang, do they need to be worried? Because mama says it's an open investigation.
And I'm not going to speak on that because it still is an open case.
You said that more people will be arrested.
In jail and living life miserably.
Well, you said that more people will be arrested around this case.
Well, as we heard on the stand that the detective say, it's still an open case. And I'm not going to speak on that because it still is an open case. Whatever. But the detective got up there and he said it's still an open case.
More people will be arrested. It's still an open case. We know the long-standing history of the beef between ATK, NHG, and versus KTA, 6 Block. As soon as it happened, we know the history. I don't have to go down to it and go. We're not going into the deep details, but we know the history. As soon as it happened, everybody was pointing the finger at who? The one who dropped the 5 in the morning, got a call. What is this? Did he do that because he know his hands clean? Is that just, does he do that knowing that his hands are clean, but he's just celebrating? He's just happy? Is that why Young and Ace lays in front of 6 bottles of on the 6th floor in front of the different bottles of Don Julio and all this other stuff? I told you this is a quick walk down. I could have put a lot more together. The long part was the build up, watching the interviews with the mama. This part, we've been here before. Is that the reason Young and Ace can come out and make 2 or 3 songs dissing Foolio immediately? Because J-Dot dropped the Foolio diss song and erased it. Where is it? Can anybody find the J-Dot Foolio song? Because Whopper with the Chopper and Spinner Bins, they still got their song up. If I'm not mistaken, right? You can look that up right now. No, I'm not mistaken. You can look it up right now and see the video for a song titled Foolio Dead. J-Dot erased his. Why? J-Dot constantly raps about putting hits out, being the one to put the money up. He called himself the murder man and all this other. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not convicting anybody. I'm just speculating. This is what the internet is saying. We could go into deeper detail, but we ain't got the time for that. But we know the long-standing history. We know the beef between Foolio and Young and Ace. Which seems to be the more, if you think about it, it would seem like all fingers would lead to Young and Ace, right? Because they had the more, I guess, detrimental, the more occasions, the more direct problems as far as in the streets, even though they never met each other. But the other guys, like, they had all been around. Like, Foolio had been around the other guys before, and I don't think that, I don't know. I could be mistaken. Who did J-Dot lose that Foolio's friends were supposed to be a part of? J-Dot said he picked sides. He said shit happens and you just... Don't let me go find that whole interview.
Niggas be trolling, niggas be dying. Huh? So who y'all believe now?
Who y'all believe now? Who y'all believe did it? Who y'all believe did it? Hold on, let me show some love to the chat, man. Let me show some love to the chat. Jesus Christ. That top 10, once again, we got Mike from the Ville. We got coming in at a close number 2. We got XO Mills. We got number 3, Slim Jones McEasy. Number 4, we got Gio Roman. Number 5, we got Jenny from the block. Number 6, we got Nurse Lady T. Number 7, we got Fuck Yourself. Number 8, we got I Am Kiera. Number 9, we got Big Homie Slim. Number 10, we got Anita Clark. And then number 11, the honorable mention, the homie Shada Sash. Let's go. Super duper salute to y'all. And they call this fan funding. I call it super support. They call it fan funding. I say it's super support. Mike from the Ville with the $10 super chat, super step. Everyone viewing, drop a like, double tap the screen and drop your city in the chat. Sub if you haven't and become a member. XO Mills with the $9.99 super chat says, where are my liking ass people at? We need y'all to tap, tap, tap. Hit that like. Hit that like. Hit that like. Hit that like. Hey, hold on. And then we got Black Nana Smith sent press F for 10 jewels and a gold coin for 10 jewels. Then XO Mel sent a GLL. What the fuck? GLHF? What the hell is that? What does GLHF mean, y'all? For 10 jewels, let's go. Super duper salute to y'all. Did y'all hear that?
Did y'all hear that?
I appreciate y'all. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I had to make sure y'all heard that, so I had to ask the question. Did y'all hear that?
Did y'all hear that? Grit money.
Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Let's go. And now we about to show some love to the chat. The most aggravating chat in the game. The most appreciated chat in the world. Y'all so aggravating.
So aggravating as hell, man.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. On the polls, Foolio'S mom says more arrests are on the way. Who should be worried? 58% says all of them. 29% says Younger Ace and ATK. 7% says J Dot and whatever gangs he was in. WAP and Spins and 1200. 6%, 375 votes. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for running up them votes too. Thank y'all for participating. Thank y'all for participating. We got to show some love to the chat. Let's read the chat, man. Let's play catch up real quick. Gio Roman says, whatever happened to making anthems, or is that only New York? LOL. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Slim Jones says, sorry, cuz. Sorry, cuz. We've been cracking all morning. Gio Roman says, yeah, all whack rappers in my opinion. Natasha... Is that Jingles or is that Gingles? Hope I'm saying that right. She says, Tasha, Mike from the Ville says, J. Feminine ways will be the reason he get locked up. Sensitive and talk too much. Mr. Fruit Loop Killer says, what's bracking, fam? That BS is over with. New Age About Time says, yeah, that's some dumb shit. Gio Roman says, the right question is why rappers incriminate themselves. Foolio was nasty on that mic. New Age says, Nurse Lady T with the emojis. New Age says, R.I.P. Folio. Mike says, Mike from the Ville says, Amazing Grace, humans do it. It wasn't exclusive to the rappers. Gio Roman, that's a fact, Mike from the Ville. But even at that age, I couldn't take a life. I always knew it wasn't worth it, but that's facts, Brody. Your Amazing Grace, I got you out of here because you it seemed targeted. I'll take it off now, though, just for the hell of it. Not that it matters. You're probably gone anyway, but I'll unhide you. Mike says way too soon before they even learn what they get to live for. He said that in reference to Gio saying the care for living goes out the window with a lot of youngins, and it's sad. Nurse Lady T, I see you on the emojis. Mike for the real says, you know it, Mike, and you know that song? Hold on. Why that song? Boy, y'all don't know about doom, 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 doom. Boy, I seen you in the chat, boy. I just ain't want to interrupt the content. You know, I'm trying to separate the shout outs and the chat so it's easier for the playback and all that shit, man. Yeah, see, I know. If you got beef, D.O.G., holla at me. That's my shit. The life I live, the average nigga would have broke down a long time ago. Try to bang at the show and get slumped like the crow. Y'all don't even know who said that. They fucking with my mind again. As soon as I finish this Heineken, I gotta go get my 9 again. It got a body on it from a party, don't it? Yeah, I've been trying to slang it, but don't nobody want it. They can't help you with band-aids. They coming with grenades. You ain't seen this many niggas in your life with diamonds and braids. Man, come on, bro. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about no music. Y'all don't know about no music. Nurse Lady said, please be respectful. Please be respectful in the chat. This is a warning. Sit back and like the live, share the content, and we appreciate y'all. Let's go. Stanley Pittman, what up? Lyric Atkins says, I claim no bad energy from this video. Lyric Atkins, I claim no bad energy at all in life from anything. Super duper salute you though. Mike for the real says, you see any glorification here? Are you deaf? Somebody says, why are you glorifying thugs instead of going to find a young man that graduated high school and might go play college football? Boy, do you hear what the hell we always say at the end of this and who needs to get the attention? Why are you assuming? And then, hold on, sir. Why aren't you doing that? You go get a platform and you carry your platform on the way you choose to. I make sure to highlight and I make sure to say what we need to pay more attention to and who needs to get the glorification, not the niggas in jail. But I don't need to explain anything to anybody. But I just wanted you to know that we over here already are aware and take care of that, sir. What are you doing in your day-to-day personally for you to come out and put that type of responsibility or your feelings and your thoughts onto somebody else? Because what you're doing now is imposing your thoughts and your feelings. Or why aren't you doing this? If you feel someone should be doing that, I feel you should have a platform and you should conduct your platform the way you feel things should be ran and conducted in order to be conducive to what that is that you feel is the content that you want to ingest. Other than that, why engage if you aren't entertained? Why stay if it bothers you so much? Why even use your energy to question somebody else who's doing something instead of giving them any type of congratulation? And have you even hit the like button? Why? Everybody has questions. I got questions for you. Why? Brother Alpha. As soon as I finish this Heineken, I gotta go get my 9 again. Shout out to Big Homie Slim, man. Good to see Big Homie on the up and up. You know, talk about send some good energy Big Homie's way. Joyce Smallwood, what up, Joyce? What up, Godson, showing love? That's as far up as it'll let me go. Man, shout out to everybody who showed love. Shout out to everybody who shows love, who has good energy. Oh, GLHF is good luck, have fun. Okay, for sure. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who engages, whether positive or negative, as long as it's respectful. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much allow it. Sometimes we get trigger happy with that green light and we'll get you up out of here, seeing you on that rocket. You know what I'm talking about? Get you up out of here. Torpedo your ass. Jazz from Fresh Prince your ass. Ah! Throw your ass right. Ah! You know how you get thrown off the front porch? Ah! That shit funny as hell. But shout out to y'all, man. I want to say thank y'all. As usual, y'all know we got these long exits. We ain't even going to do all that. I'm going to tell y'all this. Meet us. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, but it ain't going to be too long. Just make sure you go here. Get you some merch. Get you some merch. All merch 20% off. All Rumonati merch is 20% off right now. Just do a quick breeze through, see what you can see right here. Identify as a multimillionaire. Keep the guys, the Rumonati, the flower glyphics, all that. It's there. You guys see it. Keep the guys, man. One of my favorite shirts as well. But shit. Get you one of these, motherfucker. Get you one of these, motherfucker. That bitch hard. Get you one of these. But make sure you go to the main page of this channel, right above the subscribe button. You'll see the Discord where we will be after the live. All you gotta do is click the button. It'll take you right there. Just make sure you signed up. Have it downloaded before you sign up. Also hit that button for the link tree. Click that link for the link tree. That will take you to all things Rumonati, PayPal if you want to show love, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Cash App. $, the Rumonati Network on Cash App, by the way, if you want to help me get a new mask. Other than that, I got to show love to the mods. We got to show love to the mods, man. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Shout out to the mods. Y'all show some love to the mods, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. And big up yourself, man. The most aggravating chat in the game, the most appreciated chat in the world. Make sure you big up yourself. Keep your energy good. Keep your energy good. Don't let nobody throw you off. Watch out for vampires. They come in all shapes, forms, sizes. Don't let nobody throw you off. Don't let nobody project their bad day or their bad energy on you. Shit, I'm quick to eject my goddamn self. Soon as some shit I don't like, I get the fuck on quick. I feel my energy changing because I ain't finna let nobody, because ain't nobody more important than you, man. One thing about it, self-preservation is the law of the land. Don't let nobody get you all riled up. And you don't get nobody else riled up. If you feel that you are on some bullshit or your energy bad, stay to yourself. Learn to be alone. Don't take your bad energy and project it nowhere. Don't take your bad energy and carry it over to somebody else as well, because you could be the vampire. While you out here looking for them and trying to avoid them, it could be you as well. I'm a person, when I know my shit is off, there's certain things I won't do, certain activities I won't engage in, certain conversations I won't have, certain things I won't let enter my temple, I won't listen to, certain things I won't let exit my temple. And it helps. Am I perfect? No. Fuck no. By a long shot. Far from it. But anyway, shout out to y'all. I see you, Jeff Epstein. React to young boy wearing a fake Mason's chain, a Freemason's chain. Maybe one day, not 2 days, because we about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. The numbers done dwindled down low enough from all the babbling. I know what y'all here for. They ain't fell in love with the whole program yet. But the content rock out, so they rock till we get to running our mouth. But it's cool. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for the day ones, the family members, the super duper supporters, the mods. Thank y'all. Everybody who just came through to chill. Shit, come back. If not, we appreciate you while you were here. Hopefully we'll see you again. We will cross paths else again. Other than that, though, we're going to get up out of here. Like my bro said, I reserve the right to be wrong. That's on the room for human error. I will never set you out on purpose. I don't give you, reserving the right to be wrong doesn't give you a pass to lie or spew false information. You just reserve the right to be incorrect, and there's space to correct yourself. Don't use that and then try to stand on something that's false or something that you feel. That is not for feelings. That is all about factual information. I reserve the right to be wrong, to where I may speak something that I say is a fact and it may be wrong. So always be open to correction when you try to stand on stuff, y'all. You know, we be very stubborn and arrogant and think we know it all. Humble thyself. But like my bro says, I reserve to be wrong, the right to be wrong. That's only room for human error. I would never set you out on purpose. And like I say, this is my choice. Make your own. In this world of choices, people want to be man, woman, dog, cat, and Crayola crayon, and they weren't born that. And we have to respect their choices and their identity. So respect mine. This is my choice. And I identify as a multi-millionaire. If they got a bathroom, they got to give us a cash register. Meet us in the Discord. Other than that, Rumonati Network, we out of this motherfucker. Let's go.